What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Slugger. Ain't no other. ATX, nigga the North Side, Austin representative. You already know we finna do that disclaimer. Hold up for a second. Man, we're gonna have a good show, man. Something came across my mind. I gave that positivity yesterday, but then definitely I want to keep pushing. Appreciate everybody coming in. And Scott, I see you, man, and everybody else in the background. Appreciate y'all, man, taking time out of y'all day, man. We're gonna have a good show, man. You know. So here you go on something. Damn. Salute, salute, everybody coming in. Mr. James. Like I said, Scott. I got one more, man. I got something else for you. Man, look, it's all right, let me say it like this. I feel like I'm set here to be a messenger, man. I'm not an entertainer. Uh, my life is real. It's authentic. Can't be duplicated. Conversation can't be exaggerated. Ain't no reason to lie. I'm telling you some true facts. But one thing, as you seen the thumbnail, man, you gotta understand one thing. Man, I got a show for y'all, man. Hold on, let me slow it down for a minute. That's my thing. I'm working with myself because I feel like time is limited. So I'm definitely gotta show homage to my boy Coolio, y'all. Y'all already know, and I ain't gonna even how I want to do this. I'm not gonna even. I'm just gonna put it on the side clip. How about that? How about that? I'm gonna put it on the side clip, but uh, it's a jungle out there, and I always want to try to do the interlude like this is my motivation, and I hope it becomes y'all's. Y'all gonna have a seat, man. We're gonna have a little show today. It's lunchtime too. Get your lunch out. So as we sit here and wait for more people to come in, because you got to catch it from the get go. I know a lot of people can't Be on time. You know what I'm saying? That's just something we got going as a human race. A lot of people put them stipulations on the brother or on our people, the indigenous to this land, but man, everybody run late, man. So I know me knowing that, I got another one more thing, and you seen the topic. You seen the topic. But also I want you to let's go back a little bit. I want to go back a little bit. Now this get the big screen. Let's go back to understanding some of the things that people take for granted. Y'all already know. See, rapping to me started off as talking about the structure, talking about the oppressors, talking about a lot of things. But one thing it taught us at a young age was if y'all don't know what that is, y'all need to go back in the archive. Happy Monday. Educational purposes only, man. This is not my materials, but it's part of my history. Let me get to the message, man. The message is, how everybody doing? Like, subscribe, comment. Even if if you don't catch the live, leave a comment, man. To hit that like button and keep it in the algorithm, man. We got to get real conversation out here when it's needed. Like I said for the topic, another rapper's gone. Remember I said the other day, it was more to the point. I said, if you woke up, open up the my eyelids, man, you blessed, highly favored. And you need to walk around like that. I ain't gonna even go to the sermon. I'm gonna tell you some real talk, man. Public Enemy, Fight the Power. That was that song. You can go back. If you don't know, youngsters, they used to push us. What's going on, the Prince? They used to push us to motivate in so many ways, man. And then we try to get back to the root of things, right? We got deterred from the true message, quote unquote, however they want to say it, hip hop, pop, however. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. It was a difference. Michael Jackson was more pop, you know what I'm saying? And Public Enemy, they was more hip hop. A new era. Then we got the breakdancing era and everybody, man. But they put us in one group and call us hip hop. Some of these guys ain't hip hop. They don't have the message. They more like a pop culture. When you hear drill music and stuff like that, that's not hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's not hip hop. It don't even look like hip hop. It has no message behind hip hop. And then you had the Ice Cube era. You know what I'm saying? Where that was gangster rap, talking about situations on the street. This is my opinion. And y'all can always come in the chat and tell me any difference. But I wrote down some notes today, man, because I'm going to stay on topic and get this message out, man. Like, like a preacher do on in a church sermon. You know what I'm saying? Stay on the topic. Appreciate your cross coming in. Everybody joining in, man. I'm gonna open up the chat in a little bit, but I want to get this message out, and I hope that y'all stay around. You know what I'm saying? Because it's insight on what I'm thinking. If you've seen the thumbnail, and if you know, I don't know if YouTube actually shows a thumbnail longer than what the preview is. Okay, a lot of people miss the message. Okay, and I'm gonna talk about it. I see, and from the get-go, I see the platform Charleston got. I also hear the things that he say. And he got the Flavor Flav character and old boy character from Public Enemy. And that's scholarship. That's like, I ain't gonna say scholarship, that's like genius. Because a lot of us can't hold attention span, so you gotta be entertained with character. A lot of people don't like these new characters that came out, but it's a replica. If you look it in the mirror, that's how y'all clowns be looking. Y'all be falling victim to die for a block that ain't yours. Matter of fact, gentrification told you, you ain't nothing. You ain't holding nothing. They let you destroy yourself so they can get you out the way. And I wish I had some, like I said, I had older guys in my life. I just didn't listen to them. And I'm not expecting a lot of youngsters to listen. But this might be the only warning you got before, like I said, when you're gone, you're gone. It don't even matter if they kill you on these streets. But if you gone, you gone. Back in the day, youngsters, I'm going to tell you this, and some of these old school guys ain't going to tell you that. I'll tell you this. We didn't do all that popping Percocets and all that, man. That was a code on the street, man. You're a dope fiend, partner. But I see today's society is promoting, or should I say applauding the dope fiends. That's not a good look. So rapping is just that. You come up with a couple of lyrics, put it to a beat. You're supposed to tell a story behind that, man. You supposed to tell a story about your pain. But it's crazy because I say it all the time. You're 16 years old. What you been through in life? Oh, they gave you that money, though. They gave you that money, so you feel like, man, you doing better than the old school cats. You don't need to listen to us. Okay. When you're gone, you're gone. If you do not listen to your elders, this is a lesson. Hard head, make a soft behind. You're going to be either a lump in the ground or institutional. They're going to lock you up, man. And then what do? I haven't heard, and I ain't from Atlanta, YSL. Everybody was rooting for about a month. Some people still rooting. Do y'all remember when your homeboy get locked up back in the day and they say free, they individual, that they really trying to see back on these streets? They wear them on the t-shirt. Promotional purposes. Some people feel like, hey man, that's my homie, man. I'm like Pimp C and Bun B. Every time Bun B did a show, free Pimp C, you got all these people that's getting liquored up, smoked up. Man, hey, yeah, they'll remember you. But you know how much time passed by when you incarcerated, man? You know how much of the world changes while you incarcerated? Oh, y'all can take that lick, huh? See, that's just one of the situations I think one of the issues I feel like a lot of these youngsters and these wanksters out there ain't telling these youngsters and using them as crash dummies. They ain't giving them the whole message. Y'all missing the message. And I said it before. It seemed like it didn't grab a lot of people's attention. A lot of these wanksters that know better, they should do better, but they choose not to because a lot of youth is misguided mentally. They on that medication. However, when you get incarcerated, you're supposed to get a wake-up call. You ain't supposed to be coming out here doing that same rhetoric. A lot of my homies ain't doing it, man. But everybody ain't the same, so some do. I had a conversation with one of my partners, man, and this weekend down here in Austin, and we was going over our little childhood, you know what I'm saying, teenagehood, when we was running them streets and all that. And I can't be. It's amazing what people remember you from, like I remember them from. But when you see them years later, after they've been through their situation, it's either they still silly or they have matured. Me, I matured. Because I know one thing, two things for sure. My family need me out here. Money is the root of all evil. You know. Y'all know this. I ain't telling you nothing you don't know. But I'm going to say this. It goes to the younger generation. All these OGs and certified doctoring women and certified doctoring men, why y'all give up on y'all kids, man? So you telling me everybody that's out there, them youngsters that's wilding out and lost their way? And lost their way? Their parents done with them? They gave up on them? That's what's wrong with the streets. These parents didn't have kids, and now they let their kids get so out of hand, they scared of their own kids. So that means you was trying to be cool with your kid. A lot of them. Some people just find their own way when they start taking that medication, right, on these streets. But you let your kids fall by the wayside, man, just to what? Reap the benefits if they make a rap career or whatever they doing on these streets. You hoping that it'll come back tenfold for you giving birth to them, but you didn't really raise them. To see, it's a trap. So all of us older guys that's got out, and we say, man, nah, man, you look at the street, you say, nah, man, hell no. I ain't going back out there. My family needs me for real. I'm gonna go get me a 9 to 5, or I'm gonna be an entrepreneur and wake up like I'm trying to wake up for the government. Go get my own cheddar. Salute everybody who got out the penitentiary and they doing good. So salute everybody who got up off them goddamn streets and they was doing bad. So what I found out about this entertainment business, since YouTube is the top of the thing, you have, quote unquote, people who have heard about what goes on the street, and they try to have a conversation about it. It's a lot of things that's on the streets it was violation to talk about. But since we got the open mic on this YouTube, a lot of people say it ain't no code, it ain't no rule. I'm going to say this. The streets never been a code. It's about respect and understanding. And if you hang around guys who don't have that, yeah, in your mind, you'll think it ain't no code. But if you mess with the wrong individual, guess what? They'll show you his rules and regulations out there. So to that young lady who got killed, just on Instagram, to the young man that just got killed, just did his last live. How many times you see that? The young people hour before he got killed, hour before she got killed, hour before he got killed. It doesn't matter. They're numbing us down, y'all. Let's get back to the topic. You gotta fight the power. You can't be part of the problem and you ain't got your gloves on. I can't come out here thinking there ain't gonna be no repercussions of what I'm trying to teach the masses or conversate with the masses about. I know it's gonna be repercussions, y'all. They don't want to hear this. That's why they put all the distractions in the way. Like I say, when you're gone, you're gone. How you want to look at it? Anybody talking about YSL? Anybody talking about Lucci? Anybody even talking about Nipsey? Anybody talking about DMX? Anybody talking about Whitney Houston? Let's stop talking about rappers. We make it so easy to be forgot about. Because the only thing you need in today's society with no guidance, if half of the world don't give a fuck, why you think they don't give a fuck about you? Is the conversation still relevant about Young Dolph? My thing is this. I would say this, man, and this is real talk, man. You only got one life to live, man. Salute everybody coming in, man. I'm just on a spiel right now. But this is heavy on my heart, man. I'm 49 years old, be 50 next year. And my life ain't been no flowers, man. And I ain't always been that. Look, I'm going to say it like this. I stood on principle. So everybody in my circle, they couldn't have no flowers. Did they have flowers? I didn't see them. Because I wasn't hanging with them like that. Stop trying to be on these scenes, youngsters, because them cats don't care about you. They don't care how much hustle you got, how much time you spend in the studio. Boy, if you looking like a lick, they going to get you. It don't even matter about your security. Your security can be part of it. People trust too easy. A lot of people trust too easy, man. All over the sense of, hello? Yeah, I got your best interest. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll build together. All right, then, you take his word for it. You take her word for it. Might be a setup, though. They might be using you for this new thing they got going on, sacrifice. We don't even need to talk about it because we know it's real. I done seen it. I done seen it. Why these theatrics so far all over the internet? People clout chasing. When I tell you, people really don't have that money. Which rapper, let's say it, all of them said they wore fake jewelry at the beginning. Fake it till you make it. That's what's wrong with these youngsters now. They're not really gangsters. They really ain't heartless like this. That ain't really demon time. But that's what the masses want to see. Destruction. That's crazy, though. Destruction of your own people, man. Where the soldiers at? They all getting killed on some silly, uneducated bullshit, man. And I really don't want to cuss on this because it's lunchtime for a lot of people, but I tend to be off today, goddammit. And man, hey, I had to go about a week and a half not getting on here because I got a message, man. Flavor Flav was a character in Public Enemy. That's the only reason the message went out like it did, man. If we wasn't entertained, let's stop being entertained about these characters and listen to these true prophets, messages that come only one time in your life. You might get a lot of messages. Like Yahweh came through. What did they do? No, I ain't trying to go spiritual with you. We keep getting a call. We keep getting that, hey man, y'all need to wake up, call. But have they messed us up so much, man? If I ain't got a clown suit on, or if I ain't talking down on my race, y'all ain't gonna listen to me. I don't think you worthy. Those who don't listen, don't listen. Only 2/3 of us gonna make it. And everybody seems to be caught on, I ain't gonna say everybody. Sorry about that. I'm gonna keep it real channel for real, for real. That's what we do over here. Keeping it real, man. We're not trying to be entertained. Boy, say. And I'm just getting this, man. They got football, they got sports out there to keep us entertained. So we missing what they doing for real, for real. You got to balance that shit. We got our kids out there trying to find their way. What do? We put a phone in their hand at a young age. Man, go do that. Go watch Paw Patrol. Go watch, man, these goddamn pedophiles in clown suits. Play silly games and keep the entertainment going with your kids. That's why they're able to transition to what they transition into. I know a lot of parents, man, we all trying to survive. But one thing, it don't matter. This is what I'm saying too. It don't matter if your kids leave the house. You still the parent. It don't matter if you can't make every event. Kids, y'all gotta know your parents still love you. They keeping a roof over your head. It ain't no book on how to be a parent. But it's rules and regulations on how to be a kid, a child. It's just rules and regulations. Honor your mother and your father. So as we watch these people fall victim to the streets, or ignorance, should I say, always try to be out there, trying to be a man. Look, ain't nobody family excluded from the demons out there. Say, man, how many of y'all gonna let y'all kids participate in Halloween? Because that's always been the thing as we grew up. Y'all remember a couple years, well, it was a while back, where people was putting razors and drugs all in the candy. Y'all remember that, y'all? Yeah, Cross, speaking on that, January 23rd, they trying to really test it out down there. Where is that? Indiana, Iowa, something like that. Man, I got to go back and check it out. But yeah, purge, man. This is actually the time of quote unquote legalized purging. They got they got all them satellites out there, y'all. I'm talking about, if you haven't heard, last 3 years, NASA sent out a satellite that can go back in time and catch some footage from back in time. It's recorded. It's recorded, y'all. Because y'all wanted a police state. Y'all not paying attention to the laws they passing down there in Washington or in your state. That's why I say, how can you say you're on these streets? They ain't like back in the day where you can get away with something. There wasn't no cameras. How the hell you gonna still be a goddamn fool and they got cameras everywhere? They let you get away with what they want you to get away with. If they see you still destroying your community, oh man, why not? We can catch this Sambo, but why is what they say. He destroying the community. Ain't that what we always wanted? Black Wall Street. Is that what we always wanted? Oh man, we got them now, y'all. We control people that's supposed to be, rocked up. When I say rocked up, hit rocks, shoot up, stab, all that hung, that always, never been part of the community for real. Sambo's at a high. Sambo's is at a high, y'all. And they just let them run through our community, y'all. And your child gonna be part of that. That's the only reason I started coming on the YouTube, not for fame. I got a 9 to 5. I've been blessed. I woke up and I say the streets wasn't the same. People didn't look the same, act the same. What the I want to go out there for? Who been raising these kids while we was gone? Because when I started talking to my cousins or friends, let me say it like that, shit, they done got on drugs. I say the system saved my motherfucking life, man. Why I don't want to be a witness to that, man? This ain't about no religions. It's about awakening. Straight up. Y'all hit that like button when y'all come in here, man. We're going to have a conversation. I'm done sugarcoating, and I'm going to tell you this. I'm drinking coffee so I can stay on point. As it get later in the day, I might put a little something in the cup, but I'm really trying to stay on point. This is coffee, y'all. Everybody's message can be copied, but never duplicated. Because of the messenger, the authenticity, I can't even say it right? But y'all know, the raw and uncut version. Only thing you can do is catch a dude talking in a video. You can't say it like he said. I'm not trying to be like nobody else. I'm myself. I have a life that I've been through, and I feel like I can share it to the masses. And then I'm telling the parents at the same time, don't give up on your child. If you got a child that spends more time in their room, oh, they talking about don't police your kids. Why not? If you don't police your kids for real, and we got these words like if I say police, you thinking about the pig. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about guidance. That's what I'm talking about. Guidance. Pay attention to what your child is doing on their phone and what is entertaining them. And then if you happen to catch them, tell them, man, that's all fictitious. That ain't real. Can you tell? If everything was so real in Hollywood, why you see celebrities doing car commercials right now? Ain't nobody watching no movies, and they came out with another movie because I'm going to tell you this, and this is kind of jumping off subject. They try to get us with all this entertainment and say, oh, we got another Black Marvel movie or something like that so we can give them more money. You see Black Panther, old boy died right after the success of Black Panther. How long did they let him breathe? They talking about he had an illness. It's the same, another black female war tribal movie that came out. Y'all remember that? It's out right now. They trying to see how many of us is looking for the next superhero. How many people are still stuck in the Matrix? Stop, I had a person tell me, so what we ain't supposed to be entertained? No, you best to get real. Too many years of being entertained is what the problem is. What do everybody do on a Saturday and a Sunday? In our community. Let's talk about our community. College football. Right? Tailgating. That's 2 days. Saturday and Sunday is 2 days. That you ain't pushing for, I don't know everybody's lifestyle, but I'm saying being entertained. So that means you relaxing. I thought we was losing. I thought we was losing this war about getting equality back toward us. F what they talking about. Our demise is spent on the tube or in sports trying to entertain ourselves. I don't need no damn entertainment. I need to be around real individuals that's on that preparation plan. That's on that prepping plan. Have y'all been in the stores lately? It seems like sometimes I feel like, damn, man, do anybody hear me, man? I say it's 3 B's. Beans, bullets, and Band-Aids. Y'all need to be stacking up on. And some water. And then you start finding out about gardening and all that, man. We can't give up on our kids because we got to give them some kind of hope. Ask yourself, if your parents don't want to talk to you and they keep following with the rhetoric of what these holidays is about to come, what hope is it for our kids to get about the dilemma if the parents are still asleep? They don't know no better. I hope they come around my channel so I can tell them a little bit better. Y'all thought school taught them how to survive out here? School don't teach them how to balance a checkbook, if it's even a checkbook. They show them how to get more in debt into the system. I seen this one dude, man, and this off subject, but I'm going to get back on subject. I hear people saying invest, 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 right? Man, this world is crashing. Invest. This ain't no downer. This is real talk. Every other race know that. A lot of our race know that, but you don't see it on the tube, though. You investing in what? In this country? That still got racial discrimination at the workplace? You getting ready for what? To vote for what party? There ain't never no change, man. Let me catch up with some of these comments. Matter of fact, I'm going to open it up. I can go on for days, man, because I'm in that vibe, though. My thing is this. All my kids are at the house. I pray every day to Yahweh and I say, I got my kids out there. Lord, you already know. I can't control their environment, but I'm hoping I taught them right. But what child is perfect? It just takes one mistake. One mistake. One person, you kept them all through school and everything was good. To introduce them to something they felt like they was missing out on. You lost your child, man. That's for the parents that's out there and thinking that you're going to give up on your child. That what makes the next parent worry about weak-ass parents out there that don't want to pay no attention to what their child doing even when they leave the house. It ain't about being in their business, it's about being a parent, man. It ain't no way all these goddamn young fools are out there without parents, man. Now, did my parent know everything I was doing when I did it? No, because I get around my parent. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. I was respectful. I always respected my elders. That's one thing I can say about myself. So when I went through my situation, it shocked the whole family. I can say a lot of things that, quote unquote, that happened to me in my childhood, man, but that's not even here, or that's not even here or there, man, for real. I learned from it. And I had to learn when I was behind them walls. And I had this day when I was locked up, 6 months they locked me up for extortion, gang-related activity, all that, man. People know. I was mad. I understand these youngsters out here mad, man. They've been misguided to and lied to about a Santa Claus bringing them Christmas gifts and their parents been working their ass off. And the parents ain't telling them because they following the system. Oh, this is how they was raised to be lied to. Now, we got to stop all that, y'all. Easter Bunny, I want to see where Bunny lay eggs. But at the end of the day, think about this. I know I went to church growing up, and I had questions. Now, for real though, I had questions. And I asked these questions because it didn't make no sense. I felt like I've been here before. Not to get all into, everything like that, but I asked questions like, Mom, why in there everybody happy? But I know we in the projects. And it's bad in the projects. Not in my apartment. My mama didn't play that. Boy, she see one roach in the she'd make you wash every dishes. All the dishes with bleach. Man, you better keep that house clean, even in the projects. So when they show the slums of these projects and ghettos, they don't have to live like that. They don't have to live like you gotta want something in life. You have to want something in life. So if you showing your child growing up that it's no way out, as they get older, how they gonna act? This is all they know. That's sad. If the whole family is a goddamn fool, this is all they know. Like I said, I was locked up in a cell by myself 6 months. Within that 6 months, I had an awakening. And I came out and changed my name, man, for the system. Now, it could have been something crazy why I changed my name. It was. But I had a different enlightenment. I wanted to see all these killers and everybody else that was around me, how many of them really hated me? How many of them really wanted that title? Because if you know me from back then, before I changed my name, I was rocking that way. But as I wake up through life at 25, I changed my name. How did I know this is a development of a man's brain? This is what came to me when I set my ass in that cell and tried to figure out what the hell was wrong with me. Why was I so mad at the world? That's all these youngsters need to do. Parents, you got to sit these kids down and find out what's wrong. What did I mess up? Take ownership in that. Because how many parents gonna come real and say, yeah, I could have did better, but I stayed still while my child was suffering. I wanted to go to the club and leave them to raise their goddamn self. I wanted to go on a trip knowing that I got to pay my electric bill, so they had to sit in the goddamn house with the lights off. I needed that outfit, though. I was clean, though. Kids eating soup, beans, syrup sandwiches. Where's the ownership going to come in at? So when I was incarcerated, I couldn't blame nobody but my goddamn self. I remember the days my mama didn't get that promotion, and she was crying. We was in the projects. And she told me about racial discrimination at the workplace. I was so young, I didn't know. I just told mama it'd be all right. So it was a lot about my father, about all this. And I just put it in one goddamn a sack and just kept it embedded in my soul, man. That made me kind of heartless. I was raised up on values, though. My mama taught me never to hit a woman. If you got to hit her, leave her. My mama been shot, what was that, 3 times, stabbed twice? Yeah, this is what I went through, but I came out a better man, I believe. Because y'all didn't want to see that dude back in the day. I wasn't friendly. For me to even come with this conversation is amazing to me. I hope I caught you slipping back in the day. Because I was mad. But until I got incarcerated, this is what I was mad at. I had an opportunity to do right in life, and I chose the streets. That wasn't my parents' fault. What, they gonna beat me until they kill me or something? No, they love me. My mama started telling me after my second UCW. And for those who don't know, unlawfully carrying a weapon. My daddy told us some profound stuff, and I'm gonna tell you this, man. And that was part of my understanding when I was incarcerated. How I changed my name. For real, I got a life story, man. They can make a movie of it. But he say, baby, the next time he go down, don't bail him out. My mama couldn't see me locked up. That's a problem, y'all. Sometimes being locked up is a wake-up call. Back in the day, they had Scare Me Straight. Scared them kids from doing bad. Where's that at now? They want y'all to do bad. But anyway, back to the story. He said, don't let him out because he taking that for granted. So my mama came to me after she got me out. She say, baby, next time you get locked up, don't dial my number. Don't dial my number. And I looked at her like, "My." She straight up told me, don't dial, call my homeboys that's on them streets. Those that it seemed like you got an attitude when I start talking about it. But you're very respectful, but you're not listening. You're sitting there like a dummy, acting like a mummy. Y'all remember that saying? Yeah. So the last time I was locked up, man, that was the last time I saw my mama, and 7.5 years later, through my transition in life, I understand one thing. I understood one thing. When you gone, man. That goes back to what I was saying. If you don't understand this, and I'm talking to you over this tube, you're going to have to learn the hard way. That's what my mama said. My mama said that, man. She called me, man. She tried to save me, man, for messing up my life and getting into them people's system. I thought that was friendly. I thought she didn't understand. That's old school stuff, man. We ain't rocking like that no more. Man, the world is round, y'all. What goes around comes around, man. It ain't nothing these youngsters doing other than being, man, clout chasing and getting their life snuck. Different than what we doing. Same drama. Other than all this shooting, though. All this shooting. We used to fight a lot. But I see with that last thing that just happened, them dudes look like they had their gloves on, but they heart ain't right. So it was gunplay because nobody want to take that loss. But anyway, let me go back to that penitentiary. They had me in PhD, man, for 6 months. Man, I like fighting, man. And it was a twisted mind of fighting, man. That's why I got out calling myself Slugger. I knew I had an issue growing up because we used to have a basketball goal in front of our house. And people hurt themselves. And when people hurt themselves, I wasn't worried about them actually hurting themselves. I was looking at the matrix of it. And that got me twisted. The face expression they had going on when they was falling. If a ball hit them or a punch hit them, the distorted face. I could see all that like slow motion. When I got in gunplay, I see the bullets. Before Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Like I was in a different element. So, when they incarcerated me and put me in that PhD for investigation purposes, I was so goddamn mad, man, because I was fiending for that. So they got me up out my loop, my comfort zone. Only one they had in the cell was me. What, I'm going to hurt myself? Oh, no. It ain't going to be that easy. I ain't hurting myself. One day, I got up and I was so goddamn mad. Calling the boss mans and all that. Man, y'all bring y'all whoop, 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 whoop. They giving us MRVDs, all that, man. It's like POW, man, for real. I do not advise y'all youngsters, if y'all didn't get the memo, jail in them streets ain't even worth the time, the agony, the depression that you put on yourself. And only the strong gonna survive. Now they trying to make jail look like it's fun. They got phones in there. See, they give you little treats to bait you in. But anyway, I was in that cell, and I got up at that bunk, man. I was talking to the bosses any kind of way, every kind of way, trying to get them to roll them cell doors. They're gonna have to come with the turtle suits, man. Do they know who I am? That was my mind frame. Man, I'm more in shape than I ever been, man. I'm like 240 solid, man. I'm talking about, yeah, I stand 6'3". Man, I taste people. I don't know if y'all understand I'm zoning out, but I taste people if they try me. I make a movie with somebody for real, for real. This is just who I was. And everybody got that, still in them, but you learn how to contain that for the betterment of your people. Because your people is not your enemy. Yeah. So they didn't hear me, man. And I told them straight up, I say, man, if y'all don't, and I looked toward that wall, and I was going to hit that wall with my fist. That's cement. That's when my consciousness kicked in. Boy, you hit that goddamn wall, you going to break your hand. That's going to make you easy target out here in the penitentiary. One thing you don't want is broken bones, something wrong with your leg, back messed up, all that. You got to be a machine, man. And if you ain't the machine, nobody give a goddamn about your elements. Let me tell you that. Nobody, not even a boss man, boss ladies, and your family don't even know what you're going through. They might be sending you money. They don't know you riding on the cool just to make it back out to them, right? I'm just saying. So I looked at that wall, man. I was finna hit it. What the hell is wrong with me, man? I'm finna hit that wall so goddamn hard, man. I was frustrated. How do you deal with your frustrations in a beastie, a jungle in there, man? I wasn't thinking about the free world. We call that the underground, the underworld. We didn't care what was going on in free society. We was incarcerated. I didn't have no kids to worry about. And I'm going to tell you something now, I don't want to lose, but remember I got to tell you something about that. So I looked at the wall and I sat down on the bunk. I said, man, what's wrong with you talking to yourself in the third person? And analyzing like your childhood, like why did you become this way? What made you this way? What heartache was in that back door you never want to open? So I sat there and I'm like, man, you know what? For real, I was finna mess up my life by hitting that wall with this fist. And this is my tool to keep me untouchable in there. I'm talking about they came with shanks, locks, all that, man. I've been a victim of all that. That just comes with it. When people get so nervous and fighting you, they gonna come with them weapons, y'all. When I say I got my title and my name in there, I wasn't trying. I was just, man, a mean individual. I didn't want no, let me say it like this, cowards around me. I can't stand cowards around me. I can't stand nobody that talk that talk, can't walk that walk. If you a little nigga, I'm gonna tell you this, man. You better go. I'm not gonna do you, but I had a lot of little homies down there that'll do you. I ain't gonna bully you, but to get on the block that I was on, everybody get looked at. If it's 1 round, 2 rounds, 3, it doesn't matter. But we gonna send some hitters in there. And guess what? Was that fair to the free world guys getting in there? Nah, it wasn't fair. It really wasn't fair because we had years of training. But then that survival mode, what's going to be equal? I just don't want to be a bully. If I know I can smash you, I didn't want to go in there with you. I didn't want to go in there with you. It make me feel funny, man, taking advantage of somebody I know I can whoop, man. Uh, but yeah, man, so like I was saying, man, I dropped the link. Anybody want to jump in? Yeah, UGK said that one day you here, baby. Then you go. Yeah. Boy, got a little something. Cause we had look that's the life of the joint though. Every day, every night was lit, but at nighttime we had concerts in there, man. You'll find out a lot of people can rap. That's how a lot of these guys out here got these songs. You remember "Shake Them Haters Off"? I came up with that for real. And then my homeboys telling me, say, at the time, yo, so they got your song on the what? They got my song on the radio and put it on. I heard it. Shake them haters off. Yeah, cause we was in there doing that. A lot of talent is copyrighted in society because these people really don't know what the hell they talking about. Let's welcome Cross to the show. What's up, Cross?
What up with you, big homie?
Man, I'm chilling and cooling, man. Day off.
Well, let me hit
Just
the
venting a
setting.
little bit, man. What you got?
Nah, what the fuck?
Your mic messing up. But don't panic. Just go dynamic. No, I'm just playing. You you there? He might come back. Uh, can y'all still hear me? Give me thumbs up if y'all can still hear me. Making sure my mic ain't messed up. Let me see. James, listen, I'm gonna go back and read some of these comments, man. Appreciate y'all just letting me vent a little bit because when this is what I got today. Sometimes you just catch me freestyling, you know what I'm saying? And I be everywhere, you know what I'm saying? But man, when something's on my mind, I definitely wanted to elaborate on it. I'm gonna write some stuff down, man.
All
Welcome
right.
back, Cross.
What up with you, bro?
Man, looking at it. How your day going, bro?
I'm good, man. Just moving around, trying to get shit taken care of. You already know how that goes.
Right.
Yeah, man. I was enjoying that conversation. What you're saying, man. And you're right, man. Like we got to start policing the kids and stuff. Like I do with my kids. I go in they room every morning. And I make sure, because again, you got to stay consistent. The first time you give a child, you got to remember the brain develops, at age, it doesn't fully develop to the age of 25. So we don't we get kids too much credit just because we taught them something. It's a reoccurring thing until that brain is fully developed.
Right.
And people don't understand that. So a lot of times, think about it, when they turn 17, 18, we give up on these kids. But who's to blame on that? If we scientifically know you don't mature until you're 25, then why do we blame them for the shit we do? Hold on for 1 second.
Yeah, man, that's true facts, man. And then we can always blame Hollywood. We can always blame uh, the oppressor for oppressing us more if we make it so easy to keep oppressing us because we don't have our guard up and we feeling like their institution is better than
They,
ours and we want to join them, right? You know,
that's right.
and then at the end of the day, like Martin Luther King say, before they killed him, and a lot of people don't even know how he really died. They think he died with that bullet at the on the balcony. They killed him in the hospital. Y'all need to do y'all research.
He was
They
murdered in the hospital.
suffocated
They
him, man.
they
Suffocated him.
suffocated him.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that because they don't teach that. They teach. I have a dream speech. Come on, man. Is that the best of the man had to conversate about? No, man.
Well,
They don't really.
I mean, like you even saying earlier, you saying about like that's why I respect the fact like when you was talking about the PhD and going in there. People don't understand like the shit you went through. Like I salute all y'all, man, y'all brothers. The fact that mentally people don't realize you had to mentally for those years without knowing the end result, get to where you got to get to, and then come out. Now imagine all those people where you was stuck in time, and you came out, and you was able to better yourself where you at. That's why I said I give you your roses for that, versus a brother that ain't did shit. You see what I'm saying? Like the shit's
Facts.
crazy to me.
Right. Right.
So I give you a rose, bro, and that's why I support you and everything you do because man, you got a story. You got a very impactful story to let these kids know you were in there. And I got like family members, and I tell them, man, tell everybody, man, it ain't what they think it is,
Mm-mm.
you know. And I just think right now they building these concentration camps for these young kids
And you know
because if
what's
you
so
take away,
sad? They
hmm,
they up they been building. You follow me?
I didn't hear what you say. Now I was trying to because of the echo, so I was hitting that mic too while you was hitting yours.
Oh, okay. Hey, did you go to your settings and check out the your settings about your echo? Cause I don't hear it over here. I just hear that your volume is a little bit loud, but it's not a distraction.
Okay. Yeah, see,
It's
I hear for some reason I keep hearing the echo. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's gonna be in your settings, and it's a box. If you check that, it's gonna have echo. You gotta check the one I think it says stereo or something like that, and then
Yeah,
yeah, like that is
Cherokee.
better.
See, I got it on speaker. I even got it on speaker, and then it's not. Only does it.
But the message gonna get delivered, Cross. I know it's gonna be a lot of distractions. Man, I ain't gonna even worry about no
But
distractions. I'm
I
trying.
think what if we do if you mute yours while I'm talking, then I can be able to because I think I can hear yours in the background.
Let me let me try that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I don't hear it now. So yeah, like what I was saying was, like with you with your PhD, the PhD, and people don't understand like you were mentally training for combat, for some combat, and they were it's a program, and what happens is we get so caught. Like I tell everybody, man, we have to keep it real with us as a culture, man. We are really are the most racist people because think about it, we're the only ones that will call somebody or go online and tell another individual. I'm not saying all, but I'm just saying most will get on the phone in this day and age and will tell another man you will blow his brains out or drop your location. But I've never seen one, no black man ever call a white man and say, yo, drop your location. Man, and you know what? I'm gonna make you a pack. Like just think about the hatred for whatever reason. It's like what, and then it's crazy. It's whatever fad. It's like we've lost the moral value, and whatever's fashionable, or like you said, It's what's in style. You know what I'm saying? It's like what we jump on to. We done got to the point. We were the one that set the trends to the point where we're following trends. You know, you see the young kids with the hairs and the colorful hairs and stuff, and you got to ask yourself, like, you got these rappers that are supporting. Here's the irony. I was telling somebody last night. This is the shit that make my stomach hurt. Me being um, a black businessman, and I support other black business, and I tell everybody you should, because again, at the end of the day, you cannot hate nobody, right? Let's keep it real. You're talking about a rapper that gets on a video, whereas I mean, even to the point where Two Chains talk about bury me in the Gucci store, right? Bury me in the Gucci store. You got all this stuff on all these black business owners, and you're saying you want to cover yourself and these other culture stuff. So why do we get mad when the white people started it with blackface? Wouldn't that be a consideration of being black with a white face?
Yep, you're right. Go on, tell it how it is, Cross.
I'm just saying, let's just keep it real, man. At the end of the day, man, like you see people on these videos, they got these millions of dollars, they driving Bentleys, they got the jury on, they go through every other different cultures, and they sitting there with all this stuff on. And the irony of all that, the average white person don't wear that shit. They are not going to spend their money. Your next door neighbors or whatever, if you live in a nice neighborhood, you see them. They're wearing the same damn shoes they done had for about 3, 4 years. They're not wearing that shit. And they exploiting us, and we think it's cool. And we're driving up the whole count rate because we decide to tell another black man, you can't buy this white man stuff. So I'm going to show you I can pay for it. And I'm going to brag to you that you can't afford it. But then the guy that actually created is not even wearing it because you know why? Why would he wear something that represents something negative? Well,
And you
that's
know what, Cross? I want to start this challenge. Like what you just said, we already know is profound. It's like I'm gonna start looking at these guys. And it's not no hate alert, but it's like if you got all these fashions and you wearing them, you ain't got none of your people clothes on. I'm talking about solid people. So who do you decide is a solid person, a good clothing brand to wear? I say you,
right.
right? Uh, I say neighborhood real. I say what they say straight business. Something that Dewberry be wearing.
Square business, square
Square
business.
business.
Yeah,
But then you gotta go into the makeup, everything. I think black folks got so much, and this is hey man, I'm a brother. You know what I'm saying? Indigenous.
yeah,
I might say black, but I know otherwise, right? Uh, we got this in our mindset. We can't be accepted if we ain't showing success. We won't be heard if we don't show how we live it. But then if at the end of the day, when you get them other people come out on our platform, they don't need all that.
right.
Because the only thing they really trying to do is hang culture vultures. They want to hear our story, Vlad, DJ Academics. They ain't been on them streets, but they know a lot of ignorant people on these streets that ain't never gonna get out the loop.
That's right.
Never get out the loop. So how do if they got the masses attention and they promoting things, I understand that's your revenue. You might get a little money from a Louis Vuitton or Gucci or something like that supporting a brand. How about take a chance on your own people?
Correct. Well, and here's the downfall to all that too. At the end of the day, my thing is this: they we should all take a chance. And it's like you said, just because somebody give you a bag and feel like that you deserve to have a bag. Again, it's this is where the irony, right? Here's some irony and all that. We say about our sisters, and we say that they like to wear fake contacts and they wear their hair and they go and do all this shit and they get these surgery done. But what do we do when it comes to wearing shoes, the shirts, the Balenciagas, the Gucci's, and all that? Who are we trying to impress? Because again, we're not trying to impress the women because we're trying to bend over and go to another culture. Other cultures don't come over there. You're not going to see uh, the president of 300 wearing a black thong shirt.
No, you ain't.
You don't see none of the executives wearing none of that. So that's the problem that I have all the time. It's like you're never going to see them. So why would you feel like you need to be accepted by them? And then what usually happens, everybody get ran a game on because you're trying to focus on liking them instead of knowing the person. You just automatically generalize, and that's what we do in life. Oh, this guy is a Jewish guy, so he must know how to do money. Yeah, he might not do money, but you don't know that's because he wanted, for the best for you. We won't give each other the opportunity. That's the shit that bothers me. It's like I watch rap videos and I want to dive in a Gucci store. Like, why would you want to do that? Why can't you wear your own shit and dye in your own shit? I want to make my mama proud and dye in my own brand. Like, why would you want to dye? They don't even want you in the fucking Gucci store. Jim Jones went through the same shit going up in the store. Man, that shit made me mad. A motherfucker went in the store and made a video and complained that they wouldn't help him. I thought, and I know anybody else, if the service is bad, you're supposed to leave. So you made them look good. You made them feel like, oh, and they're laughing. You don't think the owners are laughing? Like, yeah, you don't think that if you got that, you claim you got that much money that somebody couldn't have made the call? Man, come on, man. Like, that shit is embarrassing.
And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm gonna say this too. A lot of people don't stand for nothing, so they fall for anything. Let's call it what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people like being entertained. That's the same clipping I got with the Flavor Flav, the Public Enemy thing that we got going. Uh, it's a message and then a lesson. We have to be entertained, and we ain't got no day off. We had too many years having a day off. We really got to focus on ourselves, right? And that's why I'm saying being authentic is the number one thing a lot of brothers from another mother and a lot of sisters from another daddy is talking about right now. Where
Right.
is the authenticity? Being authentic.
Authenticity.
Yeah, where is that, man?
Yeah.
You know, like say for instance, right there. I messed up on that word. Did that make me dumb? No.
Hell no.
No. But a lot of people will judge that and go get with DJ Academics that can talk well. Or they go get with other individuals that don't even know life. And listen to them because, oh, he's well spoken. Man, fuck that shit. Fuck that
Nah,
shit.
that shit don't make no sense. Cause like, I like talking to the old folks, man. I like talking to the old people, and it's because at the end of the day, it's not about, like the old saying, it's not about what you say, it's how you say it.
Exactly. And you got to have history behind what you talking about. Not
Exactly.
assuming that, yeah, not assuming that you know. I don't know Cross struggle. How about this, Cross? Tell me, it's off. Man, it's hot table right now because
Hmm.
we talking and people gonna watch this video and people gonna see this is the message. Cross, what's your message, man? That you came on. You came on. I know I caught you off guard. I could have called you FaceTime, but but
No,
yeah,
I
I like it
respect
being.
that.
Yeah, I like it being real, not the whole
Mhm.
thing. But tell me, what made you open up your own clothing line? What made you get up out the matrix, in a sense?
All right. Well, when I was working, man, I started off, hey, like everybody else in the streets, being a knucklehead. Uh, Things get caught up and mess around, and I started working, man. I started doing, construction and shit. And I wanted to make a name for myself because I knew I could do it, right? So I
Right.
started moving up, doing stuff, doing government stuff. As I was doing all that, what happened was I started moving up, moving around, doing contract work. I'm making great money. I started noticing that I was enjoying myself, but the further I went away, the further I started losing myself. It's like your home, and I'm not saying it per se a house. I'm saying in your heart. The further you get away from trying to be who you are, the further you get lost and you can't see that damn house no more.
Facts,
Right?
facts.
So I was sitting in the meeting one day and I was making good money. I was sitting in the meeting and I looked around and I saw a bunch of people that didn't look like me, but what was asking me a bunch of questions on how to make more money at my job. So as I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers, I'm making great money, but I can imagine what they're making. And right then and there, I started hate going to work. Then I started knowing that I've helped a lot of people out, just, me working. And I said, well, maybe that's because me working. But then, my mom, she passed away. God bless the dead to cancer. And she always used to tell me, she was like, man, you've always been good at drawing. Why don't you start drawing? I was like, yeah, one day. But I wanted to prove a point, what everybody else thought. Like you say, the Matrix, that's what everybody else thought. And I wasn't miserable. And people don't realize the higher you get, the more miserable you get. So I wanted to be around like-minded people because, again, people can stab you in the back any day. But I just knew from a street point of view, I knew what to watch. And the legal point of view, it's hard to watch that. So I had to, what I'm saying, doing what I'm doing, but I felt further away of not necessarily depending on my homeboys, but I couldn't talk to them about the job that I did or what I was doing because, they wasn't on that. So I just made, after my mom, and then it was like 2 years ago, during the pandemic, man, I was looking for jobs, and they were saying you can come over here. Then it was a whole thing with the whole race thing, and folks was doing that shit like that. So I didn't want to leave my kids because I had little ones. And then me and my wife was sitting one day, and she was just like, you know what? I said, man, I'm tired of people doing me wrong all the time, man. It's like dealing with this job, and then this job, they hating on me. I'm hating to come to work. That time, I think I was in the building I was in, it was like 250 people. I was the only black person in there. You know what I'm saying? But hmm? I didn't hear you.
I said, out of how many?
250.
God dang. Okay.
Right. So I was up on the top floor helping. I was doing a lot of the Department of Energy shit, doing all that shit. And my wife said, man, I'm just tired of people doing me wrong. I'm talking about to the point, man, like they would have meetings, but they wouldn't invite me to the meetings. I would go to work, I would speak to people, they wouldn't even speak to me. And it was just miserable. And I was like, man, this what it's like to feel like and I was like, nah, man, I can't play this game. So I was telling my wife one night, we were sitting there, I was like, man, I'm tired of people doing me wrong, man. This shit, man, people always promising shit. And she was like, yeah, it's like, I said, yeah, it's like old school way or like how we grew up, cross your heart, hope to die. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, well, that's pretty tight. I was like, yeah, like cross your heart. And she was like, yeah. I said, but I'm going to do it different, do it with a K. And then I said, I'm going to and I sat there for about a month going through just this one design, which is my heart and my Band-Aid. And I was like, man, what would that solidify? Solidify how many times you had your heart broken, whether it been relationships, family, whatever it could have been. But that Band-Aid, you know what I'm saying, solidifies holding shit together. That's how strong you got to be. And it's the little things, and it's like a Band-Aid solidifies the littlest thing that can hold your heart from breaking. So, I always tell people, you know what I'm saying, you got to cross your heart, but your heart will get broken. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just said that. And then I came up with all my niggas used to always know I used to say shit to anybody in the streets, the young ones and the old ones. Man, everybody's not built for the streets. That's why they made sidewalks. You know what I'm saying? And I stamped that. I made that my trademark. Everybody's not built for the streets. That's why they made sidewalks. And it's okay to walk on the sidewalk. I'm on the sidewalk and it's okay.
Hey, you know what, that man? Look, you have a message. You have a story. You know, and your concept on how you putting things out there on the platform and saying, this is why I did this. This is what made me become this person to take. Um, how would I say? I would say take pride in what you do, who you are as a
Correct.
person. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even have to go through the stuff in the penitentiary or the jailhouse. It's gonna be awakening because you constantly see your family go through it.
Right.
And then understanding that, you supposed to learn. I back in the day, I thought I was a good observer. So I paid attention to a lot of things, man. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? And you paid attention because if we constantly have people just sitting in a company and not feeling appreciated or making you lose grip on who you actually is, that's why
Right.
I say all money ain't good money. You know what
Nope.
I'm saying? You gotta stand on principle. And then when I'm standing on principle, my inside is gonna eat at me if I'm letting shit slide. Excuse my language. Let
Yep.
shit slide that I normally wouldn't, just because this is who this person is.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? Because that ain't how I'm rocking.
That's right.
So we might be cool, but I'm like, say, man, we're gonna just like at the job. Man, is when you say when you start making more money, you become miserable. Because your family tend to look at why you ain't doing this and why you ain't helping out. Man, I'm still trying to survive.
Right.
I'm sorry
Yep.
I'm making it look easy, but it ain't never easy. What they say, more money,
Never.
more problems.
That's it.
You know, when you see me on some of these uh lives and I be in my garage, I'm like, dang, I got so much stuff. Now I gotta get the energy to get my man cave back. All that stuff sitting on the pool table. I'm saying professional pool. I got weights set up in there, and I'm like, I'm just trying to get my mind right. When I say
Yeah,
because
but man, you know what? But salute to you too, man, because you have got your mind right. I don't think you understand it. Again, a person that has been incarcerated, and you can stay shit like you got shit laying around, pool tables. You know how many brothers that don't even have a car or a driver's license?
yeah, yeah,
So
man,
you have you're a walking blessing because at the end of the day, people like myself and me, I've been locked up. uh, in the D game, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. And to see a person like yourself, because I've seen people crack, I've seen people fall.
yeah,
You came out with a sane mind, but then like we all did, like I tell, that's why I said amen to that is that jail, yeah, it did it for me. Yeah, I didn't do a long time like you. I did half of a year. I'm not gonna lie, but that shit was rough because then I got put on papers. And and who I was at the time, it fucked me up because you know how it is when you got an F on your report card, like I say, and you always have to explain yourself.
Hey, I want to chime in. Salute my wife coming in. No, she supposed to be at work, but Miss Erica came. She's showing support for the channel, man.
Salute
Appreciate
Miss
it, man.
Kane, salute Miss Kane.
But you better get back to work. You ain't off like me.
Uh,
But yeah, appreciate her, man.
yeah, man.
And everybody else that
Yeah,
came
salute
in,
to
man.
the
I
chat.
haven't shot some spook. I just want to before we lose a lot of people because they're gonna come in and leave, slide through. I always show respect. Uh, Cross, aka the plug. Is that your new? I know you opened up a channel.
Yeah, man, I finally did it, man. Salute to y'all brothers, man. I give all credit to you, Two Bears, CW. You know how it go.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
y'all allow me and bless me to come on y'all platforms, man, and be myself, man. And people started noticing that shit. And my wife said, "Look, what's the problem?" So I was a little nervous, like you was. You know how it is. We can
Yeah,
be
yeah,
honest. I
yeah.
started doing it. I was like, man, I gotta learn this program shit. I was like, I just like being on that shit, rocking out. Them must do. She said, yeah, but you can also by you and y'all getting together, man. We can bridge together. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
yeah, I started. It's called the Plug Podcast by Cross Your Heart.
Okay, so I see in your hashtag name you got Cross, aka the plug. That ain't it.
No, no, no. That's just I'm the plug anyway. So,
Yeah. So
but
FYI, FYI, since you just started your podcast, that's why I still got my name up there, right? In case people don't know, they
well,
just
I was
slid
supposed
through.
to switch my channel before I came on here. I usually have my shit as cross,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, cross your heart. But I came on here. I was trying to switch it up. It froze up, so I switched to the other one. But
So you
it's
go
actually
ahead.
called the Plug Podcast by Cross Your Heart. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right, I appreciate that, man. Y'all here? Y'all go check out my boy's page. He trying to get it jumping too, man. Different content, and it's a
Yeah,
different arena, but it's the same message. Just pushing positive vibes, man, and what's
correct.
going on in your community. Like he down there. Where you at, Cross? Where you?
Right
Matter of
now, I'm
fact,
down here
South.
in Decatur. I'm in the South. I'm down here in Alabama, Decatur, Alabama.
Okay.
Yep, I'm down here in the dirty South.
Okay. Y'all go over there and show my boy some blessings, man, for real, for real. And hey, I want to
Yeah,
tell everybody that's actually uh uh part of I'm gonna keep it real community and all these other communities popping up on some for real though. We're gonna say it like it is. Black consciousness, right? I know they had some sections already set up in on YouTube before we real individuals got on it, right?
hmm,
But only thing I want to say, man, look, everybody got their own avenue. Every they can go to the left or they can go to the right. For everybody coming in, salute, EB. Appreciate you sliding
salute to
in.
everybody in the channel.
Yeah, the Prince said he didn't subscribe to your channel. Uh, yeah, man, everybody go over there. We gotta share the wealth. I'm surprised. I'm subscribed to Prince channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised. Look, I'm subscribed to a lot of people that don't really shoot me. I don't
Thank you,
care.
Prince. I salute you, brother.
Yeah, for sure, man. We just trying to get the message. And it's already a black conscious quote unquote group, right? And you would think they'll slide through the universe and say, hey, man, I see some other conscious brother talking about this or other conscious sisters talking about that. And just because we're not trying to be the leader of the group,
No,
it's supposed to be a message. And this is the output that I'm saying. We all got a hit. We all got a story.
that's right.
So if you already quote unquote on this conscious level like you supreme other with your people, I understand. That's what's wrong with the system now. Okay?
That's right.
Everybody want to be the top dog. Ain't nobody top dog because we all in the same situation. You might get a break quicker than the other person get a break. It's okay.
Right.
Time is coming. You stay consistent. But me being, look, I'm going to tell you this, Cross, me working, I can't be on this goddamn thing every day. You know what I'm saying? I still got family responsibilities and things I got to do. Being there for my family, my wife, all that, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I got house chores. Shit, look, man.
See, what you should do though, Slugger?
Huh?
Why don't you just get you a couple of videos off when you're offline? You upload them, and then you got them in the chamber, and you
Yeah.
just hold them off until the next day, and you just upload them that
Just keep
way.
pushing.
You got to. That's what I do now. I've been starting to do it because again, if you uploading it, you keep pushing it, you're still giving the. You got to remember now, if somebody's dedicated fan like myself, and I want to hear what you got to say, then it becomes like I want to see you, bro. I want to see what you got to say because you also got a positive message. Somebody, you got to remember now when you sign up for it, this is what we signed up for. We signed up for this. So when I did my first video, that's why I said, man, salute the slug and all them, because I got to keep going
Yeah.
every day. I tell my wife every day I got to keep going.
And you know what? It
Thank you. I appreciate it, James.
Hey, the whole thing too with me, man. This is because everybody different, right? And I hear everybody keep telling me, Slugger, why you don't be dropping that material every day? Won't you just pre-record? Like for real. I didn't heard that from like Dewberry. I didn't heard that
You
from
got to.
C Dub. I didn't heard that. I didn't heard it from a lot of people. I even heard it from the dude who did the Ferguson Chronicle, OG Hollywood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go subscribe to him too, man, because he just took a hit yesterday. Cross. I'm gonna tell you something about that pre-recording, and this is what he told me. Anything you ain't doing on StreamYard can be hacked. Like, this is what I'm telling you. So that pre-recording is fine. But when you do stuff on StreamYard, it's in the computer. It's backed up. When you do that pre-record from your phone, that ain't StreamYard, he lost 120 videos. Now, he didn't lose them, but he got a virus on him. Somebody was able to wipe him out that quick. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? He just told me that last night. And I'm just shooting that out there, man. A lot of pre-recorded video is haters out there, y'all. You got to understand, it's computer geeks and everything else. So, man, look, I try to do where if I'm getting full of a whole different vibe, right? Because YouTube, if you stay on it every day, it'll put you in the vibe, like you say, man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like you get to that level. I don't want society to actually get me back to that youngster
Right.
level. So I'm like, man, if it's too much negativity, too much debt, it ain't no need talking about it because them spirits and all that gonna come to your household. You know what I'm saying? You'll start
Yeah.
walking around frowned up because you hearing depressed bull crap every day.
Right.
I
Now you
just,
right.
yeah, look. My wife used to tell me this, and this real talk. She said, "Babe, why you start tripping after Whoop the Whoop Whoop got off the phone?" At first, I was like, "Man, I ain't start tripping," but a couple more times later, I see a whole different element got in me. Like I was mad. It wasn't my issue and my problems.
Yeah. Now that's funny you saying that because that was the day before yesterday. My wife said, "Why are you replying back?" Because I was talking to her and I had to stop and said, "I'm sorry. That's not what I'm trying to do. Maybe it's just the way I said it. Because I'm used to being on here and I talk a certain way because that's just the way I talk. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?" Yeah, exactly, Prince. That's what he's trying to tell you. I'm telling you. Because what it is that you are giving us great content, but you deserve, or you can take this and then reload it back up.
Right. Okay.
Because so it can get, so, because when you upload, you get
Hold on.
paid
Hold on.
more
Breathe.
for
Hold
upload.
on. What did I say? You remember the video? I say just breathe.
Yeah, you did.
Them words. Them words gonna be there, man. Hold on. Breathe, man.
I'm good now, dog.
All right. That was one of
Hey,
my
look,
words.
and they wonder why I got a raspy voice. But no, but for real, man, you need to upload it though.
Okay. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do better, man. You know, for real though,
appreciate it, James.
when you actually appreciate you, James, man, because I ain't got no
Yes,
Facebook.
sir.
You know, I ain't got no Facebook. I ain't got no TikTok because I feel like, and this could be a selfish part of me. I believe only the conscious people should hear my conversation. And then
No,
if
the
you're
world.
conscious, look, if you're conscious, you're sharing with your family members that is on the level of intellectual concept. I don't want no trolls, but I'm gonna get them. I already got them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I don't need all that because of the distraction. That I'm gonna keep it real, family. Cause we
No,
gonna
that's
keep it
true.
real over here.
But ask yourself this: what if they don't know if they're conscious?
Facts,
And
facts.
you speaking amongst, you got to remember, this ain't your job. You wasn't hired for you didn't look for this job. You didn't apply. You was hired for this job. You get what I'm saying? You was hired for this job. You was not. You didn't apply for this job. You didn't want this job. You told thousands of times, "I don't want to work here." Guess what? The boss man said you hired. And if y'all get it, y'all know who the boss man is. Just like the boss man hired me. I don't want to work here. I don't want to be up at nighttime. I don't want to be looking at stuff.
And you know what, Cross? To elaborate on that, not to cut you off, because I'm gonna let you. I just want to say this, man. Appreciate that insight, man. And I appreciate everybody on the channel that act. You know,
Yeah.
life will beat you down somewhat. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go off views. I don't want to go off. I would love likes. You know what I'm saying, to let me know that I'm reaching and conversation is understood. But at the end of the day, I understand what the family need. Instead of meat, it's sacrifice. It's sacrifice. And I will get out my comfortable element to sacrifice a little bit more time. It ain't gonna be as long, but like yesterday, I got on there about 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just wishing everybody a good day. Man, understand when you wake up in the morning, open them eyelids, some people didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start doing that. I can't say I'm gonna give too much time, but understand I'm thinking about y'all every day. You feel me?
Yeah.
But the selfish part of me will say, no, man, I really ain't seeing nothing. But I had a lot of homies tell me. And I had a homeboy text me before I got online. They know about me. Like from different countries. I mean, not countries, but states. They know about me.
Mhm.
And I'd be selfish to say, man, I can't show them that 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 I'm very upset with what I see on YouTube. I probably need to start
Correct.
showing it,
Correct.
and really elaborating on some things. Like, because I can learn something from you.
Correct.
I can learn something from my little kid. I can learn something from my nephew.
That's right.
How happiness really look like. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, cause they innocent until their parents start telling them, "Oh, you supposed to eat ketchup with your hot dog, or you supposed to put this weenie inside the bread." Like, we start giving them structure. They
Correct.
all innocent.
That's right. Well, and
They
that's how we are, and that's how we are on this Insta. I mean, on this YouTube. Because at the end of the day, we start looking at shit differently, right?
right,
Uh, it's hard for us to now, even now, we have to play that role. It's hard for us to try to separate realness from fakeness because, again, we always in the back of our mind, this is the YouTube, and we're kind of innocent to this shit too. But that being said, I think that's why I always tell people there's three options God's give you. Uh, God loves babies, He protects them, He protects fools, and He protects the elders.
right,
You
right.
just pick three of those. You pick either three of those options, bro. So we coming in here like babies. We innocent. We don't know no better. God got us. When we act like a fool on here, God got us. Not only that, when you're elder, you're teaching to the nation. God got it. So you just following those three options every day, bro. You'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You'll be all right.
I'm going across.
Yeah.
I
So
want you to have
I
the
just
flow
want to
for a
let.
second.
All right. Hey, hit your mute button because I hear echo. Yeah, but like I was saying, man, at the end of the day, man, no, man, no, man, you got a story to tell, and I salute to y'all, man, and I salute to the people in the chat, man, that support us, man, because man, I tell you, man, we wouldn't be able to do this because many times I'd be like, man, I don't want to do this shit, and it's like, man, maybe people ain't listening, but you know what? I respect the people in the chat, man, because at the end of the day, y'all are the ones that let us know that okay, y'all stand on the right path, and I respect the fact that y'all are get on us and tell us, no, man, keep going, and that's what it is accountability, and like I try to tell you, that's what we signed up for. Once you sign up for this shit, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it gets tiring sometimes, and you see the way the world works, man. But our job is still that's not what we. And I tell everybody, man, I hate being on here. And anybody, Slugger knows me, do knows that. I hate being on here, but what I do respect, man, is respect the fact that if we was on some bullshit, people would not even acknowledge us, and I really respect that. Yeah, would you say like the Underground Railroad? Not everybody can see the North Star. Come on, man. That's real. Salute EB, man. That's true. Yeah, James said no problem. Salute to the panel. Thank you, James. For real. Yeah, James, if you can do that, man, and I appreciate that, man. I truly do, man. You know what I'm saying? Every support, man, because again, like I was trying to tell Slugger, man, I mean, hey, if we don't know who could be conscious, we don't know, and I don't want to use the word conscious. I just want people to be individually have their own individual mind to the point where they can decipher bullshit. Because my dad always told me the world is 100% communication. 85% of it is communication. 15% of it is bullshit. And majority in our culture, we operate off 15%. We don't never communicate, and that's all we trying to do is just communicate, get out our opinion. And anybody, what I respect about you, Slugger, the fact that you allow people to come on your platform to feel like they have a word, because everybody don't have one, and that's where I respect anybody and what's going on, whether it been the stuff that's going on down here, what we're doing, break the chain, September the 26th down here about all the prison inmates here down here in Alabama, man. That's the conditions is, I mean, it's horrific. So I'm trying to get a part of that. It's down there in Montgomery. You know what I'm saying? The Department of Corrections. But yeah, you guys get a chance, check out some of those people, man, that's down there in the prisons down there in Alabama, man, or here in Alabama. Um, yeah, it's. I mean, you wouldn't even put your own animal in some of that shit, man. So it's just a lot of things. I mean, all the way from Mississippi, man, the water in Mississippi, and then come to find out, these people don't have water. And I speak on that about Brent Favre, the $77 million. You know what I'm saying, that he built for his daughter. You know what I'm saying, a volleyball damn stadium. So thank you, EB. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, man, it's just shit like that, man. We got to start being accountable. We got to know where to go and change these laws, man, because they putting these gatekeepers right there, and they only getting the money. You know what I'm saying? Whether and they're pushing us out of the way. They're getting ready to push us out the way, man. And we cannot keep on talking about we got to be accountable. I tell everybody, you can say what you want to say, but if you do not walk out any place in your hood, if you go out the gas station, out of the convenience store, if you see trash by the gas station, the gas pump, wherever, and you don't pick it up and throw it away, you is as guilty as the person that threw the damn trash down. And that's just the way I look at stuff. You have to clean up. We can't live, you know what I'm saying? We can't live like that and like hoarders. We just can't. We just can't live. I mean, when you look at it, they don't live like hoarders. If they don't like a hoarder, they kick them out of their community and they send them down here where we at. And we gotta do a better job of patrolling that. Or like I said, you walk outside, if you go in the hood, instead of walking past the trash can or looking down or getting mad that you see trash, pick the motherfucker up, the trash can there. It's right there. But you ain't no good than the person that dropped it down. So that's why I always reiterate, we have to start holding accountability for everything. And hit that like button, man. Everybody coming into the chat, man, hit that like button, subscribe, share to my man's channel, man. You know, and I appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, man, hey, you going off and you saying some things
Thank
that
you, EB.
you saying some things, man. True speaking, straight facts. We gotta make extend. I'm gonna pop it up within ourselves before anything else, and that's the true facts. That's what I'm saying. Like this is how I look at life. Uh, I look at life many ways, Cross. Uh, I cannot lose character to a person that don't have no character. I'm giving my energy, and my kids are watching this. And if I say to myself, like what you're saying, and I was jiving with you the other day, but your mic was messed up at the
Nah, you
barbecue.
good. You good.
At the barbecue, I say, now were you a participator or were you a
No,
spectator?
actually, no, actually, man, my buddy, man, God bless his daddy, passed away, man. Unfortunately, again, culture issues, and they put him to rest. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Sorry to hear that,
Yesterday,
man.
so we,
Salute to your
yeah,
memory.
thank you. You know what I'm saying? So what we did was my homeboy here at the shop, man, at Better Days Shop, my guy that I be down here, one of my best friends. We got together, man, and we grilled out here on that big grill. We grilled 100 quarters. We grilled 100 hot dogs, 100 hamburgers. We made mac and cheese. We made green beans. We made everything, and we took it down there to the funeral home, man, and fed everybody, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
And it
that's
was
good
just for
living, man.
dedication from him because I could, I'm not a big funeral person, man. I can't see somebody laying there that I really care about. So I do a lot. I'm like the old folks, man. I'll cook or whatever I have to do. You know what I'm saying? And his
Right, right.
brother was
Well
there, and
put.
he said he
Well put.
truly appreciated it.
So
And that's just this. Go
so
ahead,
you saying that you had your hands on that grill?
man. You saw that bird,
No, no, no. But what I didn't I see a picture of it. You know what I'm saying? Like you could. I can't believe them people. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I can't
man. I
believe
had that. Hey,
I
listen.
can't believe they
Hey,
let you
down here,
cook a
look.
pit like that.
Hey, look here, down. Hey, look here. Not even that, dog. We make white sauce down here, original white sauce,
What?
homemade white sauce.
What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was all. Yeah, I make homemade white sauce.
Okay, okay, man. I don't know nothing about that. What's that? How do
I'm
you
about to
how?
give you the recipe. It's gonna mess you up. See, that's the down south Alabama. Anybody down south know about that white barbecue sauce?
Dang, yeah, 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 yeah. We're gonna have to go on
Oh,
Instagram. We'll talk about it because I got a
yeah.
secret sauce too. Look, I got a secret sauce, and I know DJ Prince, not DJ, the Prince. I say DJ Prince, the Prince talking about he be doing
Oh, the
angles.
prince say he can whip it. I've seen him on there. I be checking out his. Hey, yeah, he cold with it now. He be clean too now. And, anytime a nigga be clean
Hey,
like that, I see
look,
that nigga with the hat. And when he
say
clean, hey, yeah, he clean.
man. Look, look, man. That down south, that's just one of them things we take pride in, boy. That pit, boy.
Yeah, I see
But
it. EB, you trying to get that recipe too, boy. I'm telling you, that's that true shit. Y'all niggas don't know nothing about that motherfucking white barbecue sauce. He
say, man,
seen it.
yeah,
He
that's
saw
gonna be
them.
something new. That's gonna be something new for me. Cause
I'm a cook. Yeah, I got you, dog. I got you. I'm gonna say, hey, listen, I might have to do a video on that. I might go viral with that one. I
we
don't know if my
copyright.
niggas
Hold
might
on.
like that shit.
Look, even though it's something in Alabama, right? Copyright
Yeah.
that shit because it's so many people hungry. I'm saying if somebody want to try to put it in the store and make money, I understand
Oh,
because
it's already in the stores around here. Around here with the barbecue, you can get red sauce or white sauce. You gonna put it on there, dog. You get that pulled pork, get it loaded with the pickles and the slaw with the white sauce poured on it. Oh man,
Oh, you say
that's
pickles? Did I hear pickles?
hell yeah,
Oh
hell yeah. With the Texas Pete salt on it, the hot
Okay,
sauce.
okay. God dang, I ain't
Yeah,
man.
dog.
Listen, I ain't mad
We
at
don't
you.
play.
I ain't mad at you. But I got this secret sauce make people want don't know when the meat is gone. They biting their fingers. You feel me?
Yeah. I'm talking about my man and then my homeboys. They can all cook. I'm talking about we threw down, bro. We really did, man. We made sure that the family shouldn't have to, because it was sudden. The family shouldn't have to come down here. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
to spend money like that, man. Yeah,
Yeah, that's just real conversation, real thought, man.
yeah. They shouldn't have to
That's the
spend
only
money.
way
And
it's
it's
gonna
sudden, man. They was coming from my homeboys coming from Ohio. We all grew up together, man. So it wasn't fair. You know what I'm saying? We already here. He here, and we're gonna take care of it. That's what we did. Yeah,
Yeah, man. So yeah, for real, EB. People be like, man, shit, we had fingernails before we showed up. Now look at my hands. Yeah, that way. Uh, but
yeah,
uh, yeah, man, we all got little skills, man, and I'm just proud to know that that's the thing about learning from the elders.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? How you learn how to barbecue? Watching somebody barbecue that was older and a little bit wiser than you, and telling you
yeah.
how to flip that meat. You know what I'm saying? But now I don't know, and I'm just speaking. There's not too many youngsters know how to barbecue.
No, shit.
You
There's a
feel
lot
me?
of youngsters that don't even know how to change the tire.
And you see what I'm saying? That's where we got to start at. Well, I'm just saying parents need to do better. Why you let your child go out here and he got household duties he need to do? You know what I'm saying? It ain't about his life. It's about the structure that you trying to put for him to understand what's important and what's not important. Every day is not a party day. Every day is not go hang out with my homeboy day or my
That's right.
homegirl, my girlfriend. Now it's responsibility in life.
That's right.
It's responsibility in life.
I still, even with my kids, shit. I'm from the old school. You can't go nowhere to that motherfucking room. I wasn't in there. I ain't tear it up. Like my kids is 12. My son just turned 13. My daughter 12. They know how to cook. They wash their own clothes. They clean. They take the trash out. They wash dishes.
Responsibility, man.
Me, I provide the water, the utility, the soap. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man, come on, man. Like I didn't tear the shit up. I don't wear the clothes. I don't do none of that shit. Yeah, I tell my wife, don't baby them, man, because the real world is not. That's not real. You can't raise them in a metaverse world, and when they go in the real world, they that's when they crash out.
Right.
Yeah,
You got to hold them responsible so they'll
yeah, and
know what
accountable.
responsibility really look like.
Yeah, man.
So, Yeah. So when you say EB on this one right here, you said you ever come to the Eats? Is that like East Texas? What you talking about? Eats. I think EB is down here in Austin and Pflugerville somewhere.
It might be.
Oh, you talking about over there by where I talk about it off Pflugerville. That's where it is. Is that we talking about the same place, EB? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Say man, look, no lie. I was just there. What was that? Saturday. I was there Saturday, man. I was there
What you
Saturday,
what
man.
what you what you get? What you get, Slugger?
For what?
Down at East.
No, no, that's a little old spot, man. You from the city, you already know. That's a little spot. Couple of drinks, a
Okay.
little music. Uh,
Okay.
they got. It was lit. Oh yeah, you talking about across the street though? Yeah, I gotta go check that out. We was talking about that when I was driving by, leaving the city limits. I say, man, I asked, baby, you ever been over there? But people, some of my partners was going over there, coming back with them wings and $2 tacos. We talking about the same spot. I know it.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. See, yeah. EB, man, we must have been, man, you fell off the spectrum, man. I didn't know, I think you got caught up in that free world stuff and gave YouTube a break, man. But yeah, that's old EB. We must have been trying to catch up, man.
That's what's up.
Hey, they got this spot down here in Pflugerville. And until I get there and recognize it, a lot of people go there, man. I'm talking about park outside, trailers outside. I'm talking about, and they got a club in the same area. And lo and behold, that's on the north side. When I say north
Right.
side, Pflugerville, Georgetown, all that north side, Austin. Anything from I'm gonna say it like this. Anything from 183 is north to me. That's just how I look at it.
Mm, that's what's up.
Okay, that's what's up. Hold on. Oh shoot. I was in the kid. Man, hey man, I'm gonna get that out. Appreciate you. I got your location. I'm gonna get that and I'm gonna say, EB back there? Yeah, yeah. Come on with it.
There it
What?
is.
Yeah. Yeah, man, and it's cool. Cross, this spot down here is very cool. And see, I'm gonna tell you something about the north side. When I say north side, that's north side of Austin.
Okay.
I'm saying, like I'm telling you, like north side is so long, it goes into other cities. You see what I'm
Wow.
saying? Because this is one thing where when Austin got uh, regenified type stuff, gentrification, all
Okay.
that, everybody was moving somewhat out of Austin, but they went to the Pflugervilles, they went to the Maynard, they went to Round Rock, they went to Georgetown, so it kind of stretched all north. I'm telling you some
Okay.
history of Austin,
All
but
right.
it ain't no bull crap out there.
Mm,
When I say step down, like blacks are united back down there, and some Spanish folks that's out there, they know everybody know their place. It's respect. You see what I'm
see,
saying?
that's right. Yeah.
No, it's respect, and you can really open up something and make some money out there. But you, like they say, check in. You can't be an out of towner thinking that you're gonna flourish. You got to connect with somebody from the city,
That's
and they
right.
just respect in that city. Cause ain't nobody gonna bring you no business for real. They hate like that. They ain't gonna shoot up your spot and all that, but you ain't getting no business.
You ain't gonna get no bigger.
You
That's
ain't
how
gonna
it
get
is
no
down
business.
here.
Yeah.
That's how it is down here. If you ain't known down here, you ain't gonna get no money, dog. You can't get no money. Ain't nobody gonna let you get no money.
Okay, okay. Yeah, man. So yeah, we're gonna definitely chime in, man. So as I said that, and I'm gonna say this, I heard you were saying like pick up trash. You part of the problem community. If you walk by it and all that, but then God blessed me into a fact, into a situation. Let me say it like this. I'm not where no trash is.
Hmm.
And that's the blessing. Uh, but I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. With and this is real talk. With all these diseases that they got in the environment, I'm not picking up nothing.
Well, I mean, when I say pick, when I'm saying pick it up, I'm just saying just integrity. But I'm just saying, like, how about you can't get if it's a bunch of homeless people out there, instead of giving them $2, ask the guy to go in there and say, "Hey man, give them a broom." You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You
yeah,
don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
to literally do it. Your
Yeah.
voice, and again, we have to speak it into existence. We got
Existence.
to say that's a great, instead of saying, what we do wrong a lot. We speak so much negativity. I told my homeboy, he speaks so much, and I try not to. When he said, "Man, don't go down to that store because that's man, them motherfuckers will rob you, right?" Why can't we say, "Man, go down to that store, man, because they used to rob you." You see what I'm saying? Like if that we know that that's a robbery place, why can't we fix that?
Hey, but hold up, hold up. That same situation happened to PNB, and they
I'm not
talked
talking about
about what? Yeah,
I'm
they talk.
PMB. What I'm saying is, I'm not blaming PMB because everybody don't know over there in Philly. He created it. That's why he was able to walk through, even though they had the crime. But certain things and programs. I'm saying what PMB was, he wasn't from there. I'm
Right,
saying where you're from. I'm not speaking on if you came out of town or something. I'm saying
right,
we have to. The home is where you're from.
right. Okay,
You see what I'm saying? Like
right.
you over there and where you from and grew up. If you go over there and you go to the convenience store and everybody know you there, you respectful there. Instead of getting out and not doing nothing, you can go in there and tell the convenience guy, "Hey man, get that man a couple dollars, or I'm gonna get this guy a couple dollars, man. We don't need people seeing this shit."
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, like,
Hey, now for real though, listen,
and
Cross. I
that's what.
got
And
with
hold
you.
on, and that's what happened to Nipsey. Remember now, that's our
Right. I was about to say
cowboy.
that. Go ahead.
Yeah,
He was in his own city though. So at the end of the day, that lesson you must have learned lessons from individuals that misfortunes happen to them. You'll try. Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But one thing I can say, it's a spot in Austin. And people say, "Man, you crazy." No, this was happening. By these projects, I go get my gizzards. You feel what I'm saying? It's in the
Yeah,
hood. It's a lot of spots I go to in the hood, but when you get in the hood, this is what I don't like. I don't like somebody to be with me that don't know the hood politics.
correct.
So that's number one that people should not even uh uh underestimate. Let me say it like this. I'm not gonna take while I have brushed my kids to see the environment I come from, but I'm not gonna do that on a night at nighttime. I can shoot through there that evening because people really ain't awakened right now. But I'm just letting them know the gist of where I came from and where they
Mhm.
live at now. But it's so crazy because a lot of people feel like they can take their homeboys inside the hood, like everybody saying they're good too.
Right.
They might be respected, but man, you put a little bit more sugar on the empire, man, you gonna see all the men come out. And then they gonna be talking about
But but
we'll
this,
talk about that later.
right, but that's where again the confusion comes in at, right? That's like exactly what you said. Now let's use another scenario. Why does the Iranians don't say that?
What you
Why
mean?
they can go into the hood, put up a building, come and go as they want to. We buy from them, and they never say that they can't go there. They actually go move there. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's where I go back to say, like, we're the most racist motherfuckers. Like we have to think about it. We can let another person come in there that's not even from our culture, put a convenience store up. We go to them every day. But then in our minds, we can't even go and open up something. Why?
Now
Because it
I'm gonna say this, and this is what gets it on my chest. I swear to God. You thinking that I'm cool with seeing that? All these new 7-Elevens popping up and we just support them, but they don't give nothing into our community but quote unquote favors, right? So I'm like, damn, if we don't hold ourselves more valuable,
exactly.
7-Eleven was falling off down here. Now all of a sudden they got a rebirth.
Yep.
It ain't got nothing but Iranians in it. Matter of fact, when they was talking about quote unquote, look, man, We our own enemies, and we know that. So
Yeah,
when we say, why do we support them? We feel like we don't have another avenue. Because I would say we do. I
we
would
do.
say a lot of these back in the day when them drug dealers was doing what they do, and they opened up clubs, they opened up barbershops, they opened up,
Exactly.
man, all kind of businesses. And them folks seen that. And then they went to the era, I ain't gonna put nothing in my name, but I put it in my family name. So they was really trying to do good and find a way how to use the system.
Correct.
The system wiped that bull crap out. Now,
Yep.
if you're not promoting danger and killing in your community, they ain't gonna even let you make it on the album.
Right.
So when you ask them, why do we allow that, man, it's just like us. We getting on this YouTube, right? A lot of people ain't gonna agree what we say.
Correct.
So they might stop watching us. They don't want to hear this. This ain't enough drama. A lot of Flavor Flav. Let me say, antics. Why spend time here? They, quote unquote, they religious, they missed church and went to church on a Saturday or Sunday, or whatever.
Hmm.
They got all their entertainment. Now they ready for the drama. And then they'll be talking about how, like we're talking about, how the Iranians are going into our environment. Do you understand it's under government scrutiny? Like this is it.
That's it.
If you get all these celebrities that won't put in the community, and you get these foreigners, quote unquote, to make believe, well, wall they put up, but it's now 1 million and something coming in every year, you've been bamboozled. You got to
Yep.
understand where our place is. Our place, they want us up under the map. But I'm going to tell people, and if they don't know, we chosen. We God chosen
Exactly.
people. So whatever is aspired against us, man, guess what? We're going to overcome it. We're going to lose a lot of soldiers who fell off the goddamn track. But we
And that's
here.
why I told you. That's
Yeah.
why I told you you can't stop because you didn't apply for the job. The job was given to you.
Yeah.
That's why you ain't apply for this job. None of us did. You know what
Man,
I'm
let me
saying?
tell
We
you something. And down here in Austin, was 6th Street before the shooting. Now, we had a lot of fights down there back in the 90s. Couple of shootings or whatever. But it wasn't nothing like it, you know. They closed down a lot of black clubs down there on 6th Street.
Mhm.
6th Street was 6th Street after the black clubs got shut down. So what the blacks do? Cause we noise audience capacity overcrowding and stuff. They hit you with all that goofy stuff. Then they start raising up the mortgage. They push them out.
Yeah.
That's why look, you come down to 6th Street, and I'm telling you, it went from man, it shot off on Red River. It shot off every street that was connected to 6th Street. Right? The thing that really got them, they see it was money down there. Them folks wasn't worried about no damn 6th Street back in the day. They were worried
Right.
about West Austin. We brought the money in the conversation with the South by Southwest. They wasn't really, they seen it was a lot of talent. I'm going to tell you, when they know your city got talent, but they waiting for their people to get in position,
Yep.
that's the same thing like dude was saying on his channel. He say, and I'm going to shoot it out. Like if I heard it somewhere, I'm going to shoot it out. What he
That's
said
right.
on his channel, man, we
That's right.
got to put people, and we both say this, in the proper positions to break that goddamn matrix.
Yep.
We got to make people self-conscious. You supporting these other businesses, but you haven't started nothing on your own. I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to let you, I know you want to feed off of it. Look, T.I., when he became conscious, and he started boycotting all them businesses, right? And he's, they did that Black Power movement type stuff. Him and
Right.
Killer Mike and all these, they got together. All of a sudden, you get these people talking down on T.I., right?
Right.
Showing them some kind of extortion case and all that stuff. And our people bite that shit. It's so easy to distract us and be like, hey, God damn, but what about them other people? Who they
Yeah.
don't talk about, but we know.
That's right. I mean, I use an example how they talking about about the the XP right now, and then I just heard yesterday. They just came out. They got three different new V's out now.
Right.
So now you got three new different. Why they ain't say that? Ain't nobody. So I saw a 20-second clip the other day about we got new three
Yeah, I
V's
know
that's
what you're
out.
talking
That's
about. Yep.
dangerous. That's super dangerous. But they want to talk about somebody in some motherfucking records on a person. Like I said, if the motherfucker guilty, he's supposed to go to jail. If he ain't, he ain't. But why are we worried about that? We, like you say, we focus on the wrong shit, and they
Yep.
right in front of us doing the shit.
Hey, and you know when you walk in them stores, the Arab stores, right? Man, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna say this, and you probably recognize, you probably laugh too. Guess what they got the nerve to tell us? Tell me, hey, bruh, how you doing? And I feel like that's so disrespectful.
Why?
Like you done came in our community, you say, hey, bruh, and you do it with a smile. They learn that from them people. Only
Mm-hmm.
thing you have to do is treat them nice. They'll keep coming.
That's it.
And then the money y'all getting, I'm telling you, man. When I was looking for a house, I moved to a whole. I drove to a whole neighborhood, and guess what? They was all out there with these big houses in a community of their own. You know how many other ethnic groups get a community of their own?
That's what I say.
And it's sad because we constantly killing and dividing and ranking on somebody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to play no games. I'm telling you, Cross, I'm gonna
No,
hold
you're
you.
right. Because think about it, like you said, you went to another community. When you go there, again, every person next door to each other, like back in the days, held each other accountable. So you ain't gonna fuck up your yard because we
No.
got some shit that we done made up. It's imaginary. It's called the motherfucking neighborhood. Watch. And motherfucker, you ain't cut your grass today. What's wrong? You got a lawnmower? Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. Back in those days, you know how I used to be back when our granddaddy. They see the one nigga get out there and cut grass in the morning.
Yeah.
Everybody cutting grass.
Right. Right.
Everybody get up and cut grass. Unison. Everybody did it in unison. Nowadays, people don't do it. You got one house that's broke down, and all they doing is waiting on the house because people don't realize it's not your house, it's the land. And it's sad because a lot of these old black folks and the way they working now, they the young ones don't understand. Half them black folks have in the neighborhood, they paid for.
Right. And
And they
I want to say this before people. I know it's past lunchtime. I caught a lot of these people at
yep,
lunchtime. Appreciate everybody sliding through. Hit that like button. We're gonna go on for about another 15, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna give y'all some more jewels later on. We probably go slide on Cross Station. You know what I'm
all
saying? If
right,
that's what he's feeling like, and we can continue the conversation, man. Because
all right,
it's each one teach one, man. I don't want to get on here and have good dialogue. And I'm like, man, I can have good dialogue on a lot of people's channel. But
right.
sometimes the energy ain't there.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? And sometimes, shit, we on some clown stuff. And I just be sitting back laughing because laughter is good, right?
That's right.
But I ain't gonna do it on my channel. You know what I'm saying? I'll be
No,
like,
and I don't too, man. I talk about serious things that's going on because, like I said, we already every day we're caught up in a distraction as already. So we
yeah.
don't need no more buffoonery. We just add to the flame, and after a while, it becomes redundant, and it's like anything else becomes stagnant. And
All right, EB. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Yeah, he on it today, man. And then look, if y'all need to uh
thank you.
man, look, we all trying to do our part. Whatever platform you have before YouTube is actually gone, because they finna silence this. They got stuff in the air that's definitely gonna silence this. If you really start to talk conscious, and they don't
Yeah.
see a lot of theatrics out there, they see these youngsters pulling up their pants. They see these youngsters not paying attention to the jury, still putting it to the system, and really start elevating themselves. Like I'm gonna show you a highlight, man. He didn't ask me for this, but this dude right here, I see him on a lot of people's channels, man. You know what I'm saying?
Salute Scott
And
Neg, man.
yeah, he buy houses, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he a real one. He a real one, man. I always see him. He support Dewberry channel, man. I appreciate him just respecting us in the game, man. For real.
Yeah, and for real though, a lot of my realness is authentic. You know,
Yeah.
it's authentic. man, I don't really need anything. But then my partner was saying, say, Cross, my boy say, man, why you ain't got the cash out? My wife said, nah, they might try to, what they, hack it or something. I said, oh, we ain't gonna do that. But, so,
Nah, man, you got to start doing it because again, at the end of the day, man, listen. One thing I learned, man, because we got so much going on, and it's not necessarily it's to help build a channel. For the time, I tell people you can buy a watch, but you can't buy time, right? So you
exactly.
taking away a lot of time that you give it that most people wouldn't even give real shit. We could sit here, like you say, and we can buffoon and do bullshit, you know. So that's why one reason why I haven't went on. I got so much content that I need to upload that I've been working on. That's why I want to go live and really be ready, and that's why I was going to tell Do and all y'all, man, and Do already know, but I want to do it like that. That's stuff I want to do because I really enjoy the dialogue back and forth with us.
Yeah. Okay. So how you looking today? Or you ready to go live today? You got the good
Well, what I'm gonna
time.
do is when I get offline, I'm gonna holler at you about it, and,
Okay.
and,
Okay.
and tell we'll do that offline and shit because I want to do it the right way.
Okay.
You already
That'll
know.
work. That
Yeah,
will work.
yeah.
I got a lot of things that's gonna come to this channel. I got man say Cross. You gonna be proud of your boy, man. Say
Man, I like your editing. That's why I want to talk to you. I've been
yep.
liking that. And your
Okay.
shorts. I like the shorts. Now that Jay-Z one now. Uh, now I'm watching. I'm watching.
Yeah, but just like I say, man, I need to find a way, and I'm gonna find a way where I guess just to put. I see my channels in my editing. It seems like people don't pay attention. They just go through the shorts and go to the next shorts because they entertain and they listen to it.
Hmm.
Man, I'm talking about from that clip. Man, I got almost 200 likes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, God dang, why didn't it come to the channel? Right? Like I got my channel involved. And I'm
Right.
like, I gotta find that how to put that in my clips. Man, y'all come to the channel. Woo, woo, woo. There's more to it. You feel me?
Yeah, well, and I'll show you how to do it because you can actually, in the description, you can actually just add the hyperlink. But I don't know how many. I think you could do that. But it's another way you can also do it where you can put it into the hashtag.
Okay, okay. What's up, Faith? Appreciate you sliding through. Everybody
Hey,
been working.
Faith, what's going on, Faith?
Yeah, everybody been working, man. We're gonna shut down at what time would that be? 2:30. And around 2:30, Faith, we're gonna go shoot the cross channel. Cross, go and give them your channel if it's possible. We'll let y'all
Yeah,
know before we end. Cross and think about it.
yeah. It's again, it's called the Plug Podcast by Cross Your Heart. I haven't started going live yet, but I am going soon. I see my channel growing, and I thank everybody, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for just supporting me, man. Supporting the movement. Fuck me, the movement, the purpose of what we really trying to do here, man. In real life, in real time, you know.
Facts.
And let's support these black-owned YouTubers, black-owned podcasts. Nothing against other cultures, but we need to give some type of roses and build our stuff so we can be able to give our salutations and salutes to our brothers too, as well as other cultures do that all the time.
Yep.
That's our chain that we need to break. That we should be able to communicate back and forth and support each other and not think and in fear of because there's enough money out here. There's enough people out here that got different viewpoints. There's enough content out here. So, that's why I respect everybody and what they're doing.
And you know what, Cross, to say that, and we already know that a lot of intellectual brothers and sisters, they see us and they see, they I don't know what it is about our culture that makes it feel like somebody got to go through the mud so they appreciate their blessings. That's
Right.
us. That is us. And sometimes I'm like, I ain't gonna say I'm like that, but if I mess with you, I mess with you. If I
Correct.
come across and we have a conversation, two conversations, maybe three, and I see you somebody I want to F with, then man, everything I know, I like my platform, I'm gonna shout you out. I'm gonna,
Yeah.
man, I don't need to understand the logistics behind Oh man, you got to earn your own keep. That's what's wrong with us now. Because at the end of the day, when we talking about these Iranian stores popping up everywhere, they people, they kids are working the stores because their parents gave them generation wealth.
Correct.
They know all these write-offs. They know the whole game because they sit down on a goddamn afternoon or whatever, and they have a dialogue. They have Zoom call. Nobody's over nobody because we all trying to get to a point. Buy land,
Correct.
business, all that, man. Our people are different.
Right.
They feel like what they
Instead of
got.
moving into a neighborhood and seeing a person that's like minded because he at the gas station. How about being happy to see a like minded person that own a business next to you?
And don't try to run
You know what
game
I'm
on you.
saying?
And I'm look. Also, I want to put this in there. Black-owned businesses. Here's a memo. You know we always struggling. In a sense, we might have it, but we don't want to be a goddamn fool. We will support black-owned businesses, but at the end of the day, everybody got to earn their bones, right? So if you just kicked off any kind of business, if you want that line of steak, I seen a restaurant. I'm gonna tell you this. I've been one time, well, maybe two. Black-owned. It's in Round Rock. Previous, and they changed owners. Bruh, $40 for a bucket of beer. Bruh. $35 for damn near 15 chicken leg. Come on, man. You can't kill your community trying to live that lavish lifestyle.
Yep.
One thing is going to deter people from coming to you if they feel like you played them as a fool. They'll get you one time, but
Yep.
they won't come back. And then people will be saying, man, why you don't support black-owned businesses? Say, man, my experience in a lot of them, and we keep bumping our head and we keep thinking people gonna change, they overpriced. And then people say, you buy Louis Vuitton, you buy Gucci and all that. God dang it. I don't buy them. You got some people that's gonna buy them, but you'll have more people buy them like Shaq say. With them shoes he put out for the Jordan in competition with Michael Jordan. I want my people to be able to afford to buy it. So if I'm gonna do a black business, this I don't know why I'm saying this, but this is for the masses. I'm gonna make it reasonable for my people to have
Correct.
good quality shit and support me at the same time. I'm not gonna make it a price where you can't support me.
That's right.
What? Well, next week you bought a hoodie, and then shoot, you tell yourself next check instead of worry about these Yeezys Kanye put out there that's so goddamn high, you worse than the white man. Now you
Yeah.
telling us you want us to support you. You're a billionaire. What have you done for your community? Michael
And
Jordan,
that's
like all
and
these
that's where we
people.
go and
Yeah,
that's where we
man.
go wrong too when it comes to like using examples the restaurant. You can't charge a lot of damn money and you ain't never did no fundraiser, you ain't never did no like gave like free food or a free food day. Like when you gonna do like a free food day? Like if people would just do shit, had a restaurant and did one day, like dog, it's okay to even in the streets. That's what we used to do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to take a loss to make a gain. You know what I'm saying? But it's giving back. You can't just automatically feel you can take out of a culture and don't deposit nothing and want to withdraw. Like it doesn't. You can't go to the bank and say I want to withdraw $1,000. Well, you ain't put $1,000 in here. So if you ain't never even done a free food drive or go up to this kid's school or go to the park and say free this or something a carnival something without a carnival coming in and then you got to go on the other side of town where they actually fund carnivals and then you got to pay money over there and you don't like they carnivals. But you over here in your own culture, it's enough money. How is it that motherfuckers wearing $1,000 shoes, but can't nobody go get a carnival? Can't nobody put up for carnival? Can't nobody build a center? That's where the whole shit is like. Everybody is like this, and all it takes is 3, 4 motherfuckers that really get it. But the problem is, we're worried about stealing. But then I go in on somebody with a bunch of work. Go in with you at work. They keep getting work, but they won't go in with you on a building to make it work. If that makes sense.
Yeah, Yeah, and with real estate going up so goddamn high, man, you really don't need to. My thing is, this is me. This is me. I think a lot of our problems, majority of our problems, uh, in our community. I'm just speaking from my opinion and what I see. How would you how would you determine who's a trick, right?
Hmm.
I I think a lot of brothers and sisters go into business for their own uh, uh, selfish reasons. They want
Right.
to be considered not for the community as being, a person that's offering opportunity. They want to be considered. They can buy females these drinks, giving them drinks and VIP because they trick bill is up. So you went
Right.
in business up under the wrong notions of what it is to be an entrepreneur. Now, if that's something you want to do, but guess what? That's why y'all shit ain't making it. Y'all
Correct.
go on the wrong principles. Not employment, but look at me conversation. Not
Right.
that you're offering jobs, but it's like, hey man, I own this and I own that. So what? When you gonna open up the next thing? Or when you gonna open up the next thing? A lot of these guys that they get the opportunity and it is what it is. But if you look at our community, the only reason they ain't getting no better because people keep doing the same goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Falling victim of not paying your lease. You don't own that
Exactly.
business. So what do you gotta do? Every month, pay that lease. You can't have your spending higher than your business spending.
Yep.
Or if you open up the business, did you do it on a business account or your personal account? Is your woman taking money to go buy these Gucci purses because y'all got a life image that y'all trying to do and you ain't paying the thing that's really bringing in your money?
Right. But you
Let's
know
be
what?
honest.
That's a lot of times what happens is that's what people miss the blessing, right? If,
Exactly.
God gave you a blessing, whether it be to cook, whether it be to draw, whether it be to speak, whatever it is, it's a gift.
Yeah, yeah,
When
facts.
you don't utilize your gift and you walking in the wrong way of your gift, he will rob you of that gift. And people don't understand that when they, like I said, when you got people that know how to cook, pass down religion, God and blessed them to go ahead and they can feed people in the nation. And he gave them the business structure to, hey, sell the recipe that such had and never got the opportunity, and you take it to exploit it, or whether it be your clothing, my clothing line, or whatever. When I said I did it for my mother, and I dedicated to my kids, and I said I wanted my kids to know what it's like to own something and have
Right, right.
ownership and stuff, and I'm riding on that. Then it doesn't make sense for me to exploit that.
Yeah,
I think that'd be selfish.
yeah.
Just that's just my personal opinion, and I
Hey,
don't never want to lose my gift that God had gave me.
say, Cross, man, look, man, I'm telling you, the journey of life is just to keep learning things and better yourself every day. I take it like that. I don't think I know it all, and I know it's a lot of things I could do better uh, in educating myself on the logistics of life and businesses, right? Uh,
Right.
but one thing I know, I'm gonna keep it as solid. People say this, man. People say this, and anybody in my family will tell you, man. It ain't no different than you. How you look at yourself. You are a role model. Like you say, I didn't sign up for this, but people are actually watching how you move in your groove. You feel
Right.
me? How you handle yourself in terrible situations. Like they trying to see how you gonna get up out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like with your furniture. This is how I'm feeling. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you about, man, did you get that reconciled with the moving people?
Yeah. Hopefully, it's supposed to be coming. It's supposed to be coming. Hopefully, I asked them. It's on the truck. They found the rest of the pieces. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be. I was hoping it was coming today at the bar. And that's what people. And that's what people don't understand. It's a lot. That's why I tell people I don't sign up for this shit because if they knew what a lot of shit, that I go
Right,
through
thank you.
behind the scenes, they couldn't even imagine. And this
That's
ain't
it.
even got shit to do with clothing and stuff. It's real life shit that I go through. But again, I tell everybody, man, I did not. I promise y'all, I didn't sign up for this shit because I got other shit that I would like to do. But I can respect the fact that, man, that Like I told him, man, it wasn't. I didn't sign up for the job, man. I was called to do it.
Right,
So
right.
I'm not gonna. I can't. It's like when you go to work. When you got hired for that job, you make sure you're there on time. You ain't never late, and you always, if they ask you to work overtime, you ain't got no choice. And you had to tell your family, "Hey, job called me and told me I got to work overtime."
Okay.
That's the
I'm gonna do this
sacrifice.
disclaimer. Cross. I'm gonna do this disclaimer real quick, and
Hmm.
let me see. Put us to the side. Yep. And also, I'm gonna put this in here, Cross. You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put this in here too. The movie's actually kind of good. It's till the end. Till the end. I ain't gonna lie. Like the movie's actually kind of good. Like it's like just. You know what? Let me rephrase. Yeah, like the movie is actually great. But like, right? You like the movie. You enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Right? Seriously. So the movie's good to you. It's great. If you leave up a window or an inkling for somebody to infiltrate your suggestion of what it is by going, it's kind of good. You really hear that? You be like they'll get into your shit.
Hmm.
I'll tell you why. If it was good for you, just say it was good. This is the reason why. Like, I don't read my own comments. Okay. Like, if I post something, I don't read what people say about me, but I read what people say about other people. Do you honestly care? Sometimes I do. I can't lie to you. Sometimes. You really care? No. Sometimes. What? Care. I want you to. No, no. Take a second. Take a second right now. Look. Do I care? We're drinking. Take a second to process that. Do you really care? Sometimes I am.
Flight's leaving soon. I forgot I need travel size toiletries. Time to cart my carry on.
Yeah. So it's so crazy.
Oh,
I'm gonna drop this out.
everything I need delivered right to my.
Yeah, man, they just want to slow down. I don't even know if y'all got that content right. I don't see. I don't know how it was reacting, so I just took it off. But that was
Hmm.
another point that I was trying to make too before we got off. Is he was how did you receive that? Were you able to follow along with that video, Cross, or was
He
it
said
skipping?
something about. He said something about he don't really look at the comments.
So were you able to hear that well?
No, not as well. It was freezing up. It said something about the comments, and he said I don't look at the comments. He said, "Do you care?" And he's like, "No, I don't care.
But then he came back and said, "Well, I really do."
I really do."
He said, "I look at everybody else's comments, what they say about everybody else, and I choose not to look at mine. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna." I said that I want to play it longer, but it seemed like the Wi-Fi is skipping out and all that. I don't want to present it like that. I probably
Yeah.
just do some screen recording and then put it on and elaborate on it through the video. Uh,
Hmm.
but a lot of people are like that. One thing, and it's kind of hard doing this YouTube stuff because I'm somewhat like that. Because nobody disrespect me in my face in real life.
Right.
So when you come to this YouTube, people can say wherever because that's like the games. I used to play Call of Duty for real, early 2000 sometime, right? Uh, to keep me preoccupied, keep me off the streets at night. It's a lot of
Hmm.
things that I had to do to make me not hunger for the game like that. You know, I done
Right.
made a lot of friends on Call of Duty. I was a damn fool. And if you knew me back in the day, they called me the dope keeper, man. You caught, look, probably caught some of them bullets. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Caught some 7 bodies down.
But to make a long story short, man, I never was able to, you know, play that. I played that game, and then when I heard somebody say the N word to me, and I couldn't reach out and strangle them,
Right.
I say this ain't my game, man. I ain't down with these youngsters talking this crazy stuff. And then you get to the YouTube and not really knowing the whole game. Uh, you thought these people have met each other before, but they haven't. So they got all these shenanigans and they talk big tough talk. But then it goes back to what the conversation on the street is. You talk
Hmm.
about me in a safe place. You can't look me eye to eye when you in my face. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's rules like that. And I understand YouTube is just like that. Everybody is quote on superhero till they get caught slipping.
Right.
So
That's for real.
why would I like what he said do should I care about what somebody say? I don't care. I know I said a saying that nobody said, and then you start hearing it and they misrepresenting what I'm saying and they making it into their own. Like when people
Right.
talk about me, for real, I used to say and go back in the videos and let everybody say it, but they don't know how to say it because they ain't real in the game, right? I say,
Right.
look, man, you can't reach out and touch everybody. But let me say this. Let my name taste like D in your mouth. And
Yep.
I left it like that. Now they like everybody's trying to reword it. No, it is how I said it.
No, yeah. Yeah, we used to say that, let my name taste like shit coming out your mouth.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But now
Yeah.
you got these wanksters saying it and holds no relevance.
Right.
Cause you ain't on. I'm saying like this. It's a lot of theatrics on here, and I never want to be part of that. So at the end of the day, when he say you care or don't you care, I say no, I don't. Me personally, Cross, I don't give a goddamn what the next man say because I
No, I
know
don't.
9 times out of 10 he ain't gonna say it in my face.
Correct. I
But
don't even, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even look at the, and forgive me, y'all. I tell you all the time, dog, I don't look at them because again, when I'm having conversation and dialogue,
yeah,
it's on the camera, right?
right,
So, and plus, we used to doing the moderated back then, whatever, a lot of times. But my thing is this: the conversation is on the camera. So, I would love to have more people on here on the camera, so we can all have great dialogue. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of times when I got my attention focused on you, unless you give me the topic or whatever the case may be, I just feel like respect. That's like if me and you was. This how I feel like if me and you standing here talking and everybody in the chat, we all around and we just kicking it and stuff, but me and you chopping it up. If somebody want to talk about the conversation, they need to come up and talk. That's the way I just look at shit. Other than that, that's just people. I just look at it. That's just people talking, giving their opinion. You know, so I don't take it personal no more. At first, I couldn't understand it, but now the more and more I do it, I get it now.
but
I
you know
get it.
what? I used to do that too when I started my channel. Matter of fact, I was doing pre-records before I really started coming live. Uh,
Right,
Misinformation made me just go a lot of pre-recording before I even understand there was an ability to come live before you hit 1,000. Uh,
right.
but then I started looking at everybody else. You know, you pay attention, right? And you say, "Damn, man, that person ain't got no more than me, woo woo," but he lied. And then you hear about the spending and all that. That's all Gucci. Uh, but my thing is, when I'm doing my live, I like looking at the comments and I get rid of it. I can see when somebody's trying to distract the message and I ignore it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you have a panel of people, even when we on Dewberry channel, we on Pico channel or Neighborhood Real channel, reading the comments keep you engaged with your audience because they want to be heard too. So
Correct.
yeah,
Without a
yeah,
doubt.
yeah, they want to be heard too. So I can't. I just post it. I ain't gonna say exactly what they say, but I see their comment in case anybody else want to elaborate on it, especially on the panel.
Oh no,
They
and that's what and that's what I was saying
yeah,
before. I'm just saying I forgive me before I used to be like that, but now
right,
as I'm getting on it doing the mod, now I get it now because again, that's just the respect. But again, It's whatever energy you bring to it. See what I'm saying? If you have a consistent energy where you just do it, you're not gonna have too much people come in on, and that's why I'm thankful, and you probably thankful of us on the other side because we just seen both sides of how shit go. When we done seen especially me, I done seen the worst to fucking extra. I've got death threats. I've got all types of shit, dog. I was like, this is
So
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you this though, cross. Like, like we in Texas, right? They don't look. I'm gonna tell you, it ain't no death threats. It's a lot of who you know, right? And then it goes to the point of what's wrong with him. You get all this on the phone. You got a couple of meetups. People are close in Texas. See, it's a
Mhm.
small community.
Well, no, I'm
So
not saying I'm not saying just them in Texas when I say death threats, right? I'm saying like here, I'm not worried about here. I'm saying
facts.
these internet motherfuckers, like on my Instagram, I don't know I don't know, man, I don't know all these people on Instagram, thousands of people. Man, I get DMs. I'm talking about before then. Oh, or if I get on somebody's stuff or they'll reach out to me, everything will be good. Then at the end, they be like, so tell me about your boy. I'm like, I mean, he's his own man. The purpose is bigger than him. Then they asked me about Duke. Hey, man, he's just a real nigga. And then they asked me about you. And then after that, you can tell the demeanor. It's like, bruh, everybody just got respect for each other. You niggas is looking way too much into some other shit. I don't know what y'all looking into. It's a respect thing. I don't
You see
know.
the age
Y'all
though?
nitpicking and talking about clothes and what people
Yeah.
wear and all. That shit too much for me.
It's so much off the agenda. It's so much on not some real conversation, but
Yeah,
you gotta if you support somebody's brand, yeah, you gonna talk about clothes, you gonna talk about all this, how to put your boy brand out, all that, but everything else. I'm saying before I got on YouTube, before you got on YouTube, before Dewberry, C Dub, neighborhood, uh, hot dogs, Pico, all them youngsters get on here. They talk about a certain thing. I talk about a certain thing. You talk about a
hmm
certain thing. So if somebody asks you about another individual, the first thing I would say is, matter of fact, they don't ask me, right? They don't
right.
ask me. But at the end of the day, if they had the nerve, or they was suspicious about somebody, they was curious about somebody's behavior. Uh, they'll say, "So what's this? What's the connection?" I
Right.
say, man, I ain't all in the next man business. I'm a real man. You know what I'm saying? I stand on my principles. Everybody else, I can fuck with them the way I fuck with them, but you ain't gotta fuck with them at all, cause you don't have that understanding. You ain't never been through. I'ma say the conversation and understand who this person really is. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's I started off, and I'ma end it like this, cause we're gonna jump to yours, cause it's after the timer. But like I say, we're gonna break it up after we get through talking. I'm gonna hit you Instagram, give you
Yep.
about 5 minutes or so, and I
Yep.
call you got the Flavor Flav and the other rapper. What's the other rapper's name? I forgot his goddamn name. Public Enemy.
Uh, who you talking about? You talking about in Dallas?
No. Flavor Flav, Fight the Power, Public Enemy
Oh,
group.
Chuck D.
Chuck D. God dang, I keep forgetting that.
Yeah,
Chuck
Chuck
D.
D.
Uh, blame it not on my don't blame the message. Blame it on my age, man. You know what I'm saying? The
That's a
knowledge I
fact.
have. But at the end of the day, you have the messenger, you have the character. If y'all having problems differentiating that between y'all mindset, you got some more education to do. Flavor Flav was a character. Doing all the shenanigans, it was a message being got. So
Yep.
Cross, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you close it out, and I'm gonna say and all that afterwards. But then I'm gonna hit them with a song, and we gonna burn out.
Man, hey man, y'all salute to the channel, salute the slugger, man. Underscore IKR TV, man. Share the channel, man. Check your boy out, man. With my birch, cross your heart. com. Check me out on Instagram, Cross Your Heart. Check out the new YouTube channel I got called the Plug Podcast by Cross Your Heart, man. And we're gonna continue being great and salute to Slugger man for his roses and all the real niggas out there. Salute to y'all, man, and y'all continue being great, man.
All right, Cross, appreciate you coming through. You can stay
And
on.
salute to your chat. Salute to
Oh,
the chat.
salute to the chat.
Cause without
Everybody
the
coming
chat,
through.
we couldn't be where we at.
Yeah, coming through on their lunchtime. I try to catch it at 12. It
Yes.
did good. Uh,
Yes.
because everybody can't be on here during the daytime because they got 9 to 5s, right?
Exactly.
That's understandable. But if you come through after we get off, hit the like button, tell your friends about it, subscribe. Eric, I think you missed out. I think you missed out on a free promotion. God dang me, it is what it is. But then we finna shoot the Cross channel hopefully, and if not, man, Eric, you first one in. It seemed like you the last one in, not the last one in, but one the comment. But I definitely want to share this with y'all real quick. And Cross, after this song go off, we're gonna slide out. Appreciate everybody coming through.
Yep.
Man, we need this, man. We need this, y'all. This your boy Slugger. Kicking it on sidekick, shotgun, your boy Cross, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. Hey, we'll holler at you in the AM or the PM. Just keep your alerts up, and we're going to do it. Come at you again with that knowledge and understanding. Salute.